We on live. Peace to the family out there. Let me see who's in this chat. And you know me. I gotta get this thing in real time because we said we would start at 6 and I'm real punctual when it comes to these things.
People ain't punctual.
Well, I am. Gotta be punctual.
Oh, we got 25 people watching.
I'm trying to find it myself online.
That's it.
That's great. Press 9 if you can hear me.
All right, I'll press 9.
There we go. Now I see us.
That's
That's great. Now got 100 people. Ready. Just started. So we are 128. So we in here. A lot of people came on time. 138 people came on time. We still, it's 2 minutes after 6. Everybody's late at this point. But, well, I'm gonna open up with this video. Okay, I see the 9s, I appreciate it. Is the picture quality pretty good? I'm doing my best to give you the best definition possible. I think it looks pretty clear on my end.
Let me write a 9.
Just press 9 if the image looks clear, and then we're gonna get on with the show. See, everything ain't bad. We got this internet era, and we're using it to our advantage right now.
See my 9 coming?
Where hundreds of us can just organize as soon as possible. Aminette is, she hyped, she just saw her number 9 get published live in front of everybody. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for Aminette Toure live, number 9. Oh boy, this woman. What kind of camera you got? Oh, I just got this super sophisticated built-in camera on my laptop. That's what I'm using. I got too many people around me to tell you the stories. I was feeling the heat. Well, the people are coming in. We're now over 200 people. I get the ball rolling when we hit 300. Nonetheless,
So what's on your mind, bro?
we have some things to discuss.
No Mexicans?
Life after Obama. Can we do better during the Trump administration? This is very important. We need to have this conversation. Tell Aminette, the fam, and I said peace. That's Elijah Sproul. Yo, this be tripping me out because it just looked like Vicky just walked by.
She did.
And then I turned around. No, she just walked by just now.
It's a delay.
So I'm like, yo. My brain is just like having us calculating the events as they occur. So what you think? Do you believe you see a conscious awakening? I think black people so scared of Trump, I think they becoming conscious. I walked outside, I went into the hood and seen a bunch of people reading books. I said, this is Donald Trump's doing, ain't it? Right in the hood. Everybody's on their project benches just reading 1,000-page books. I like, Donald Trump got us motivated. Ah, man. They wasn't using the word nigga. They were saying things, not using the word bitch. They were saying ma'am, sir, brother, sister. I said Donald Trump got us conscious. How about that? Well, let me get this show on the road and start it off with a little video just to put things into perspective. Come on, Miss B. Just to get this thing into perspective, let's start off with a little video. Share. Okay.
We had 259 people not watching.
And now, let's get it in. Let's start off this program with some food for thought. And I want to have a discussion about Donald Trump's views right here.
White, and he made a horribly misinformed appeal to black people. Take a look. What do you have to lose by trying
something new,
He's
like
talking about black
Trump.
people.
What do you have to lose?
Right.
It's important that we understand that Donald Trump is talking about black people when he says, what do you have to lose? We just got to keep this and put it into context so we can have an accurate discussion about it.
This is Trump speaking in Dimondale, Michigan, which is 96.4% white, and he made a horribly misinformed appeal to black people. Take a look.
What do you have to lose by trying something new like Trump? What do you have to lose?
Right. Wow. I think I see a black woman.
I say it again. What do you have to lose? Look, what do you have to lose? You're living in poverty. Your schools are no good.
Oh.
You have no jobs. 58% of your youth is unemployed.
Right.
What the hell do you have to lose?
He then doubled down on the insane, going on the Jeanine Pirro show on Fox News, which we could do a couple hours on that show alone. I mean, that show is insane. So he goes on one of the most heinous and depraved shows on one of the most heinous and depraved networks, and it's totally Looney Tunes. He said black people have no education either. Take a listen.
Gentlemen, you know, it was in my speech, and I really sort of just was reading the statistics where you have 40% that are living in poverty, 58% of the students, I mean, the young people that can't get jobs, and, you know, it's just like a total catastrophe. The unemployment rates, everything is bad. No health care, no education, no anything. And poverty is unbelievable. And then I said, hey, wait a minute. Vote for me. What do you have to lose? I can't do worse. You can't do any worse than what these people have been doing, and I will do better. And actually said that if you vote for me the next time in 4 years, I'll get 95% of your vote because you're going to see such a big improvement.
When you say you're living in poverty, you're clearly implying or
Okay. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program here. Yes. So I want to discuss those matters. One of the matters at hand is the fact that Trump says, basically, we don't have nothing any damn way as black people. So what the heck we scared of in the first place? Let's think about this. Let's think about this. And yet, for the people that are discussing the protests that are taking place right now, I have absolutely no idea how effective those protests are going to be. I have no idea what black folks are expecting to get out of those protests. Does anybody have a clue out there in YouTube land? What the heck are we going to get out of protesting somebody who hasn't officially been inaugurated into office yet? It's still Obama's watch right now. What are we trying to pull off here? We trying to see if we can revoke his presidency? Do we think that's going to happen? What the heck are we trying to accomplish by protesting? Now that someone has brought it up. And I'm not mad at the fact that people are protesting. I'm confused because I'm trying to find out what exactly they're looking to accomplish. I hope that point is clear. What are we trying to accomplish by protesting the fact that this white man then got into office? Now, if this white man can say all those negative things about the Mexicans and say, I'm going to make Mexico pay for the wall that I'm going to put up to stop them from coming in here because they're bringing in criminals. He got away with that. This white man has said, hey, my daughter, if she wasn't my daughter, I would definitely be going out with her. He got away with saying that. And let's not forget the most recent and very popular. She got a nice set of legs. You know, when you're a celebrity, let's grabbed her by the JJ. And of course, he used way more vulgar language. So this white man got away with all his misogynistic deliberations if he got away with all his misogynistic deliberations, then it stands to reason that the protests will be ineffective. That's all I'm saying. Protests are going to be very ineffective. Why am I saying that? I'm saying protests are going to be very ineffective because that man done said damn near everything you're not supposed to say before the public when you're trying to win people over. And he still got into office. So I'm not mad that people are protesting. I need to know, does the means justify the extremes? Are the people joining these protests asking the organizers, what is it we're looking to get in light of this protest? What is the end game? What is the percentage of us actually getting what we're looking for? What is the percentage of people that are participating in the protest that even know what they expect to get out of it? That's what I need to know. Does anyone have any expectations to come out of the protest that they've encountered or engaged or participated in? I would like to go around. Hopefully I can find a protest tomorrow. I'm sure I will, because Black people love to protest. I would like to go in there and just ask people, does anybody here have a reason to which end they came here in expectation for something after here? And I would guarantee you the average brother or sister protesting that Trump is in office are only there just because they're angry and they want to be amongst other angry Black people. And should this behavior persist, we're going to wind up back in into the same social ills we find ourselves in to this very day. So that's the opening, because I've been noticing as of the last couple of hours that there have been a number of protests being publicized about this Donald Trump thing. And yes, I understand people are angry. Yes, I feel like people believe that this is a smack in the face, but we have to have contingency plans. And now what we need to do is talk about the rules of engagement, my brothers and sisters. That's what we have to discuss. The rules of engagement as it relates to politics. Now, in New Covenant, we teach about what? Common customs. And in our lessons, you have to commit this to memory. This is part of the lessons I always share with the general public. Common customs is a calculus system that precipitates culture by process of differentiation and integration. We're able to find the value of smaller things and factorials of those equivalents, thus granting us the least adverse effects from the decisions that we make. Common customs. We have to make politics part of our common custom construct. Again, common customs is a calculative system that precipitates culture. Culture is the subconscious mind of the collective that protects them from themselves in the interim of them building that which is necessary, that which suffice for us to duly organize. Now you may say, polite, you like talking over people's heads. No, I've relegated to myself the responsibility to use the words that immediately represent that which we're trying to express to the people. Whilst at the same time, I will come behind what I just said and we will express what I just meant in layers. So again, common customs is a calculative system that precipitates culture. We have to make culture out of politics. We have to make culture out of economics. And in order for us to make culture out of politics and culture out of economics, we're going to have to establish more social, economical, and socio-political platforms where we can have discussions and maybe even diatribes from time to time. So we can factor in what things should we add to the system, that is our culture, and what things we should take out. And that's what we mean by a calculative system that precipitates culture. By a process of differentiation and integration, we're able to find the value of smaller things and factorials of those equivalents, thus granting us the least adverse effects from the decisions that we make. Meaning, our forefathers and our foremothers should have sat down and came up with a plan that by the time us, their posterity, were born. We should be able to follow that blueprint or that black print and create addendums to the same, in which case we could perfect that which we deem to be our culture or our way of life. A calculative system that precipitates culture. We are not making no calculations. We understand we've been living in the hells of America. And part of the reason why we've been living in the hells of America is because we've made it hell for ourselves as well. We're so angry that we don't prepare. You understand what I'm saying? We're so angry that we do not prepare. I'm explaining what I mean. If Hillary Clinton were to be in office today, if she was the one to win the election, you know what we'd be doing? The same damn thing we're doing now on an opposing poll of the candidacy. We would still be out there protesting. We hate Donald Trump so much, we inadvertently are embracing Hillary Clinton. She only comes from an administration that has imprisoned over 40% more black people than any other presidential administration. And they wrote it off as, we're sorry that happened. They acknowledged it and said, we're sorry that happened. Some of the laws we made were interpreted in certain ways where black people were exploited the most. I did that presentation already. Just think about that, family. Who the hell would want to bring into office the person that was part of the administration that massively incarcerated black people on a scale unparalleled and uncanny to that of all her other presidential predecessors? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? We're so mad at Donald Trump, we inadvertently wish Hillary Clinton was in office? See, I have a different stance and approach. I'm not the type to complain. I would have been disappointed in either election, in either outcome. I would have been looking at the outcome in dismay. So my thing is, if you wanted Hillary to win, you should understand what she suggests or asserts that she will do, the likeliness of her being able to fulfill those promises, considering the Congress, in retrospect to how pragmatic her approach sounds. And then you have a contingency plan. If she doesn't get into office, how would we respond to a Trump administration? Most black people have absolutely no plan for any administration. They just expect things to get better, and they pick up on popular rumor, widespread by popular media, and that will be as far as they go. And we can't afford to do that no more. And right now, we are already behind, family, because if the response to Donald Trump getting into office is protests and has nothing to do with the bills he's talking about passing, with the corporate tax he's talking about revoking, with changing the income tax hike, do you understand the two taxes that plague entrepreneurs the most are coupled? When coupled together, you're looking at about 52, 53% of their earnings being diminished. See, we got to understand the conversation, because wealthy people feel like they've been abused too. And if you don't understand the plight of wealthy people, there's going to be a cultural disconnect. And when the paradigm shifts in the form of Obama's administration transitioning into Trump's administration, you would have taken every actual occurrence out of context. You can't keep sitting here, every administration, saying you're getting the butt of the joke and stay in the same position. If Bill Clinton administration didn't do you no good, you could have invested in fiber optics. Plenty of black people become wealthy every administration because every administration, there's a group of black people paying attention to the actual campaign. How about that one? You got to know what will affect you the most. Now, some of you say this, fuck the system. The hell with the system, the hell with the powers. And I'm going to ask y'all this. With all the conscious brothers and sisters you see, with all the conscious people that you see in this community that keep telling you F the system, overthrow the system, tell me about their jail record and have they been locked up for anything remotely close to saying F the system? They may have been locked up for weed charges. They may have been locked up before they've been conscious. But goddamn it, show me one person who's so gangster, who's trying to provoke our thinking, make us make sacrifices where we can be separated from our families. Show me one person with that rhetoric that has actively employed that which they suggest to you that you should do when these new people come into office. Show me one. Because I'm tired of hearing the polite you cooning, polite you Uncle Tom, polite you done seen some money and now you acting crazy. Hey, family, I'm still talking to everybody. Right now, over 500 people. Okay? And counting. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be building. I'm not saying I got all the answers. But one thing I do know is when people have no response other than to bitch, moan, and groan. So I want to have an adult conversation, so we had to come on this adult platform to have it. We don't need no young brothers on here talking about the hell with the system, shut everything down. We don't need no jobs. We had that conversation with my young brother the other day, and I feel his passion. But this is a grown man's conversation because there's no way I asked this young man who said we should quit our jobs, for those of you that may have been on that stream. I'm going to upload that on my channel. We should quit our jobs, turn in our cars, don't pay our car notes, don't go to school, and we'll shut the system down. This is interesting because this white man, after all his racial convictions that he actually deliberated before the public, he still got into office. You probably say, well, that doesn't make sense. Let's do it again. We shouldn't pay our mortgages no more. We shouldn't go to school. We shouldn't pay for our car notes. Just stop participating in the system overall. This is what the young brothers are saying. And I understand it's out of frustration. Now, during slavery, this is what I asked my young brother. During slavery, did we own our own houses? Nope. During slavery, did we own our own horses or modes of transportation? Nope. During slavery, was we allowed to be educated? Nope. So, we didn't have no homes, transportation, or education. You're telling us to stop having homes, transportation, and education. Last time we didn't have homes, education, and transportation, we were in slavery. We're not going to destroy the system if a bunch of black people say, I don't want to go into the educational system no more. I don't want to pay for my house no more. And I don't want to pay for my car. Listen, slavery is legal so long as you've been duly convicted of a crime. Read your 13th Amendment, read your 14th Amendment. Slavery is still legal. And the last time I checked, when black people didn't have the right to their own homes and their own education, their own transportation, they were enslaved and this country was still functioning. And they'll be able to function way more better now because they built this situation up. And we only make up 14%. I can understand we made up 80+% of the nation and you say, let's all stop doing everything. We make up 14% of the populace. The other 86 would keep the ball rolling. Trust me when I tell you that. So I said, young man, we need recompense. It's not enough not to give birth in their hospitals. We have to make sure that we give birth in our homes and we can make it a viable situation so we can compensate the people in our community that help provide a service. It's not enough not to pay white people for a mortgage. More rather, we need to become landlords ourselves. We need to engage in the acquisition of real estate. It's not enough to say, let's not go to school. We should pool our funds and elect to have representation in those schools that we feel are bright and brilliant enough to go to school, not waste our investment, and come back and teach us that which they learned. But we still have to send our people to school. Now, I agree we shouldn't send a bunch of our people to school because a bunch of them will just get a low-grade education because they can't afford it. We should pool our funds together and send certain youth to school to fulfill tasks and goals that we feel immediately will impact our community and advance it overall. We should also homeschool. See, I hear the revolutionary talks, but it's always void of the calculations. Common customs is a calculative system that precipitates culture. I never hear the calculations. All I hear is don't work and fight. Don't work and fight. Don't work and fight. And that's very lazy. I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, this. During this Trump administration, the only thing that's going to save lower income black people is group economics. You're going to have to learn how to pool your funds. Because if you don't, the poor man is going to have hell like he's never seen before. And I'm not trying to scare you. Because while everybody was worried about him grabbing people by the poontang, I was worried about what is he suggesting as far as an economical paradigm shift. That's what I was worried about. I'm not too concerned with his racial convictions. We just had a black president and them white folks tore our ass up during this study. They tore us up. So the least of my worries is Donald Trump's going to come in. Have you been paying attention? White boys been going into churches in Charleston and airing our people out. 6 black women died. 3 black men died. And they stopped off, dropped them off at Burger King, got some food, en route to him being imprisoned. This is during Obama's administration. It happens. I'm not blaming Obama for all this. In fact, he did a lot of good things. He came through with a lot of things he said he would come through with. Actually, what they allowed him to do was to fight every step of the way for some of the things that he wanted to do. He did improve the healthcare system. Unemployment was over 10% when he came in. He slashed it by more than half. I'm paying attention. I know we want to get on his case because he's black. I know you're mad at me because I'm saying good things about this black man, but I pay attention to these things. I weigh in. I'm like, you know what? He did cut unemployment by half. We was up 10%. We're now in single digits. We do have health care. We do have better health care. It's true. Now, can a lot of us afford it? That remains to be seen. And the forcibly imposed health care, that's a little tricky too. Nonetheless, he did follow through. Okay? So these things are very important. And as we collecting ourselves in this building, we over 700 people and counting. I'm glad this means a lot to people. So we got to also talk about the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which entails 12 countries, which is the US, Japan, Malaysia, Vietnam, Singapore, Brunei, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Mexico, Chile, and Peru. Let's think about these things right here. It's the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Why is the Trans-Pacific Partnership so important? Well, America's endeavor under the Obama's administration was to take off some of the tariffs for trade, the taxes imposed on goods, to make trading a more viable situation for the nations aforementioned. And the reason why this TPP is so very important that Obama's looking to push before he leaves is because it is also a subtle approach towards alienating China, creating opportunities for all of China's neighbors, so to speak, and leaving China out the box to keep China humble. Now, Trump is not really into the TPP, which means he may have to try to humble China more aggressively which can put us in a state of war. Obama is looking to have this thing. It's a 30-chapter publication. You can look it up. It's a 30-chapter publication. All right? And it's online. You can look up the PDF and read through the 30 chapters, if you will. I mean, it's only current events and it will affect your life. And he's trying to get it ratified before he leaves office. He wants to ratify it before he leaves office. Because if it doesn't get approved before Obama leaves office, chances are it's never going to be approved. And this was an intelligent socio-political strategy being employed by way of economics to humble China without having to use violent force. Most of us do not even have these things in our contemplation because we're so busy bashing Obama, and rightfully so. But I'm still of the sense that when he came into office, I had no black expectations. So anything that worked out for us was a plus. I have absolutely no black expectations of anybody that goes into office. And I think that we should come to the conclusion that no black people should have any black expectations of anybody that gets into office, and just take the good with the bad. All right? So TPP is just something to take into consideration. That's all I'm saying. I'm not big on let's fight to try to get it in there. Let's fight to get out. I'm just saying keep up with the current events. Keep up with the conversation. Keep up with the conversation. That's what we need. That's what we need. Keep up with the conversation. It'll do us good. So now, if we study history, if we really study history, truth be told, when have black people been affected the most? When Republicans took office. Don't turn around and try to tell me all the dirty stuff Republicans do, because Democrats are very dirty too. And in fact, this pride that black people have in saying that they're Democrats is absolutely absurd. It's asinine. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's the Democrats. If it were up to them historically, our behinds would still be enslaved right now. This is the United States into the Republic, for which it stands, one nation under their God, of course. It's a republic. It's not a democracy. They tell you it's a republic. So how is this a republic being ran under democracy? Don't you see where the oxymoron lies? Don't you know it is the Democrats who are responsible for you being counted as 3/5 a person for the purposes of getting a voting game up? Don't you know the Republicans or the people in the North were saying that's not fair that you get to count slaves like that, count them as normal people and make them part of a work union? Now, I'm not telling you to become Republican, nor am I telling you to become Democrat. I'm just saying this false sense of pride that we have in us being Democrats is an illusion. The illusion of the inclusion. That's what the homies would say. That's what the elders would say. The illusion of the inclusion. We got to do better than that. Put that link on Facebook, baby. The illusion of the inclusion. We got to get out of that mind frame. Polite, where can a nigga buy that hat? Thank you for focusing on what I'm talking about. I'll send you the link. I just happened to look and see the comment. I'll send you the link, my brother, somewhere along the stream. I'll definitely send it to you. Thanks for the shout out for the hat. Okay. Yeah, I'm very familiar with the Southern strategy as well. Okay, I'm very familiar with that. Now, let's go back to the real deal. How much power does the president really have? And do they really set the policies? Well, the president, unbeknown to many, doesn't have as much as power as most people contend. However, he can be responsible for us to go to war. I don't know if you consider that power or not. See, once you can make us go to war, I don't give a hell if you got to get votes for everything else. If a man can make us go to war, that's a lot of power. And that's normally the reason why the whole world is watching to see who we vote into office, because their lives are somehow affected by whether it be advertently or inadvertently. Because he is the commander-in-chief. And conveniently enough, the commander-in-chief no longer has to actually get on the battlefield to lead us into war. He can do it from his front desk. In that, I say the president has a whole lot of power. Tremendous power. So now what we got to discuss, and I'm going to let you guys come in here so we can let you weigh in on this information. However, we need to discuss, why is it that when Republicans are in office, we persevere where we need it most, which is economically? I want you brothers and sisters to understand that it is going to be hell. And I can't stress it enough for the lower income black man and black woman. I want you to understand that the poor white man loves Donald Trump and he appealed to them. Rightfully so. He's a master at marketing. He understood, Donald Trump understood his blunt and stark honesty about race would supersede Hillary Clinton's political lies. Brutal honesty about race versus the other candidates' political lies. You know what most black people say? At least I know what he about. That's why I'll vote for him. I know this because I did my own poll yesterday online. We did our own polls here on I Am Brother Polite, and we came to terms with the fact that most people would vote Trump in just because they felt they understood that he was at least a racist up front. It's a damn shame when we will vote a racist up front in over this white woman because she tells too many political lies. That's one. Now, the psychology behind this is even more deep because what I see is a white community that has told me more about themselves. And what this white community has told me about themselves is this. This white community has taught me that they are willing to put a black man in office before he puts his white woman up there. And even still, he be damned. He will put a misogynist man up there before he puts his white woman up there. Think about this. Think about what the white community must think of the white woman, even though she's a liar. But goddamn, man, Trump, man. So a black man can get into office before this white woman. His white woman. His female counterpart. And a misogynist who makes incest jokes can get into office. Well, I like this election because finally the light is off of black people, and finally white people are back into that space where we can just look at them world over and say, y'all ain't shit sometimes, for real. I kind of like this. I love this. You got a man here saying grab people by the poontang, gets voted into office. Black people are not responsible for that, though he got an alarming rate of black votes. We only made up about 10%. 10% of black people voted for him. Cool. But at least we can put this on all the other races and say, really, this is the man that you want to put into office? Okay. Fine. But you just set the tone. Also, I think there's an image that I had to share here with y'all because there's some other things we got to analyze before we go into some more specific details. I got to put up this image because every image that we had that made us look upon white folks as like very prominent and perfect, that legacy has been desecrated. That legacy has been desecrated tremendously on account of the fact that Donald Trump got into office. And then what we also have to take into consideration is the fact that the woman that he's with is not even from here. I think it's the first time a foreign woman is the first lady. How about that one? A foreign woman is the first lady. How about that one? Now let's go deeper. I'm gonna share something on my screen. If you got children, don't worry about it because this guy is president. We're gonna see this quite often. Yes. I'm gonna share this on the screen. I want you to just take a look at this real quick because this is America's first lady. And by first lady, I mean she is the first lady to be butt ass in the White House. Take a look at America's first lady. That's good. Doing all of them. Brother Light, need Brother Light for sure. You should be able to. If you did it to that one, you gotta be able to do it to the other. Let me know. So, look at what we have here, family. This is our new first lady. This is our new first lady. Unbelievable. And so, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but when Obama wore flip-flops, it was the end of the world. I don't know if you've seen those articles. I wish I'd have really thought this thing out. When Michelle wore form-fitting clothes, because she got a little chunky monkey back there, because she got a little badunkadunk back there, the world almost stopped. Them white folks seen her walk by, hey, Michelle. And when she walked completely by and they saw her behind, they were appalled. We haven't had a fat ass in this White House in years, ever. They were appalled. When she did her hair differently, they said it was all but ghetto. They damn near said it was ghetto for just styling her hair differently. So black people couldn't wear flip-flops. They said it was totally unprofessional. Obama got caught wearing flip-flops off the jet. Gucci flip-flops at that. My man is fly. Mommy. But where's the talks of Donald Trump? Where's the talks of Donald Trump with his naked woman? And correct me if I'm wrong, people. Someone correct me. Does this woman have babies from other people? I need to know. I don't want to spread no misinfo. But someone please tell me. Please. Does this woman have other babies? Does she have baby daddies? Is this the first woman who's coming into the White House with baby daddies? Because, I mean, we're going to follow her lead. Child support is going to be at an alarming high. It's going to be staggering, and it's going to exist in that white community because psychology is one hell of a drug. And whoever's in that leadership position, it is expected that people will follow suit. That was the whole reason of making sure Hillary doesn't divorce Bill Clinton, because we can't have a divorce ever in the history of the White House. Just think about it. Just think about it, family. Now, we're going to keep figuring this out. Let's go through the tier system, family. Rich white people don't like Donald Trump because their money can't control him. He's already wealthy. He already has his connections. He's already very powerful. That sucks for rich white people. Poor white people on the other end are very weird and stupid because they actually like Donald Trump, but they will be brutalized, probably the most, in light of the policies he's going to bring forth. That's going to obviously make the rich richer, the upper middle class safe, the middle class on pins and needles if anything goes wrong. And anything below that just really doesn't exist. They're not really held in consideration. I don't even know if there's a name for anything under middle class. Everything really begins at that upper middle. where everybody should have been striving for in the last 8 years under the Obama administration, which I told people, as they called me a sellout, they called me a coon. When Obama got in there, I said, we're gonna have to go hard, because when he gets out of office, white folks are gonna turn up on us. They are gonna be at the voting polls, and it's gonna be the poor white people. Because when you see Obama hanging out with Jay-Z, and you see him hanging out with Beyonce, and you see him dancing to Snoop Dogg's music, you got to realize how antagonizing that is. And I also got to tell you, Black Lives Matter is also the reason why Donald Trump got the most votes. It is a form of antagonism. Black Lives Matter, really? I'm sure Black Lives Matter has instigated the situation where more white people went to them polls. That's just a fact, like it or not. These white folks ain't trying to do no more terms. They're not trying to get anywhere remotely close to anything that black people like. They went through hell as far as they're concerned. They feel they've been overlooked, undermined, usurped, and circumvented as far as intelligence is concerned. They don't want no static with no more black people. When President Obama associates with wealthy black people, it gives poor white people the impression that a bunch of black people are wealthy, while we all know that we poor as hell as a community. But Black Lives Matter got Trump into office. That's correct. I'm not saying they're wrong for getting him into office. I'm saying it is the impetus for more white people to go to the ballots and vote. You think I'm joking? That's a form of antagonism to a poor white person who feels like black people are starting to come up. We know it's not like that, but to the average white mind, I would presume, seeing all these black people taking pictures with stacks of money, including myself, has to really create these situations. I apologize, I'm also responsible for Trump in office. You can't see a bunch of black people making it popular to hold stacks of money. When they go to interviews, come with the money machine and putting in the money machine while they're doing their interviews. You don't think this antagonizes poor white people? You know poor white people exist in America. We don't like to talk about it as black people because we think about our own poverty. There's an overwhelmingly large populace of poor white people in America. You wouldn't know you live in poor black communities. Not all of you, so don't start that BS. You know what I'm talking about. Black youngster is one of them. Thank you, family. You see him. You see my point. You see my point. Black youngster is definitely one of them. That's right. Blame POLIGHT. I'm part of it. I'm part of the conspiracy. Blame rappers. That's right. What I'm telling you is it's a form of antagonism. So here it is. The president looks like he's with nothing but successful black people, which he is. It gives the poor white man the impression that black people are on the rise and they've lost their America. And Donald Trump, I don't think he is as racist as a Donald Sterling, all these damn Donald Ducks in the building. I don't think he's as racist as the Clippers owner. I think he has enough money to be absolutely honest about how he feels. He has so much money, I believe he put it on the table. He might have something reserved. Like grabbing people by the poontang. He probably doing some other stuff too. But he was talking about his own comedy. He was talking about that nonetheless. I don't think Donald Trump is as racist as he campaigned or portrayed himself to be. Donald Trump understands I can win most of the white vote. I really don't need the black vote. Black people pushed Obama into office. That's a fact. And white supporters. White people realized we got to get back into the game, and Donald Trump preyed on the innocence of the uneducated white man who is going to inevitably fail during his administration. He preyed on them by saying little things. The little smoke and mirrors were, let's make America great again. To black people, that gave us this itch, like, yo, I think he's talking about slavery all over. But to white people who don't want to admit to their racism, and other white people who do admit to their racism, the apologetic and non-apologetic alike, they liked how that sounded. It resonated. That campaign is absolutely real. Absolutely real. And guess what? He said, we don't want no Muslims in this country either, huh? But don't front. White America has never really been honest about their discrimination against Muslims. He was saying everything. He is preying on the innocent and ignorant white man and the racist white man and white woman. He was collecting votes like a mother effer. And then how did he win over that small percentage of blacks? I bet you that small percentage of blacks were wealthy blacks or blacks in a higher tax bracket. Not no lower income blacks was voting for that ass. You know why? Because you got people like Lil Boosie, like, yo, they took 350,000 out of my first million. Fuck. They got me and my man, fitness trainer, Hall of Famer. We have our discussions about these taxes. And all we can do is, woo, when Trump get in this mode, we gonna see some more of our money, baby. You can't help but to have that conversation. Adrian Broner, you know what Adrian Broner was saying? I want Donald Trump to win. And people's like, Adrian Broner's such an idiot. Now, he didn't articulate much about politics. You know what he said? It's that shit he talking about with taxes. I want him to win, so I can just get my money. Fuck that. Mike Tyson also said, I'm voting for Donald Trump. But you know what happens? There's black people with money that's seeing a different reality here. So that's why I put in the description, there's different tiers of people who are going to be affected in unexpected ways and ways in which they anticipate. And you got to find where you fit in and how to get in to the space where you don't feel held. And for the lower income black community, your best bet is to pool your funds. Because as I told you before, you got to fit in that 5% category. The 5% is the populace of America that makes at least $150,000 or more a year, whereby they're able to invest at least 1/3 of their annual earnings, meaning at least 50K. Being able to invest at least $50,000 a year will maintain the possibility of you being able to be in an environment that's conducive enough for you to have at least a family of 4 without hurting yourself. Yeah, I definitely believe it's going to be a World War III, quantumness. I'm going to keep moving forward. I just seen that out there. But let's stick to the point right now. Where to bank my money? I'm banking with One United right now. But, you know, that's a black bank, of course, but it is what it is. Brother Polite, Trump can be good for blacks if you think about it. Kelvin Beatty, I absolutely agree. And that's where we're going to go at as we work our way into the 800 people in the audience fold. That's exactly where I'm going at. We have to see where we can thrive. I did not want to have this forum so we can complain amongst each other. You can go on several other forums and talk about the white man, how he's a no good cracker, how we need to put our boot to his neck, how he's a beast, how we need to destroy the system, override the system. Black people are scared. This ain't going to come down to nothing but bloodshed. Arm yourself or harm yourself. In the Honorable Khalid Abdul Muhammad's voice, I'm ready to bang on this cracker. Listen, take that party to the other channels. Over here, you're in adult land, where we don't think about imaginary weapons that we cannot even afford, nor know how to shoot. We're not playing those games over here. You can't shoot those guns. You never shot those guns, and you can't afford those guns. And if you did, you won't be able to afford the rounds that you need to fight. So we got to pick up a practical means. I love y'all too. This whole cracker make me hungry, because you can't be talking about the human being, because ain't nothing going to happen to him as you keep calling him names. It's crazy. You call me names, you call him names, and then you wonder why I be so brass about you, brothers and sisters, not necessarily the supporters, obviously not the supporters, I should say. When I say there's animals in the black community, I don't say black people are animals. I'm saying that that community reduces you to a lowly state of animal nature, primitive instincts, because it doesn't warrant high intelligence to survive. In the community, you now have to be about that animal instinct. But suddenly people are totally oblivious to the hood jogging, to ghetto jogging, like, bro, I'll go ape. That's what we say when we about to turn up. I'll go ape. Last I checked. And ape is in the jungle. Ape is an animal. Last I checked. So since we got black people saying they're going to go ape, stands to reason that we have degenerated to an extent where we are personifying the actions of animals because it is what we need to survive in that community. Polite, please get back to the money. Polite laughing at the Sarnetta shot. Of course I'm laughing at the Sarnetta shot. And I'm gonna tell you why. As he puts up the video, Sarnetta makes Polite cry. I laugh at the remarks, because on the remarks, many people say, man, first of all, the title's misleading. Second of all, it shows the ego of my brother Sarnetta. Third of all, it's just two different conversations going on at the same time. I appreciate what he has to offer. He may not respect me enough to appreciate what I have to offer and thereby demean me in the title. He's still my brother. He offered me an opportunity to change the title. I said, leave that title up there. I love how it makes you look. Because I'm talking to one audience, he's talking to another audience. Let me show you something about my audience. The audience he's talking to, he's petitioning to them to get him a van. Good luck, sir. The audience that I talk to, I'm walking onto 150 acres of land at the end of this week. I ain't need no luck for that. It's my conversation. It's mature. It's more educational. And people, oh, Polite, you throwing shots at, no, he's shooting at me. I'm shooting at him. That's my brother. He could say I was crying because I said I don't want to see bars on windows where I live no more. And some idiot says, well, Polite, you lived in a gated community. So how good could a good community be? And then you wonder why I have to say negative words towards you. Why I gotta castigate the animal that said that. Because an animal can't tell the difference between bars on a window and a damn gated community to consecrate the space. It's a form of consecration. It's not so much a form of defense. It's a form of being in your own world. It's a form of isolation. It's a form of saying, you know what, this space is for you. Separate and different from other people. We don't want nobody to misconstrue the space that you reside with the space that someone else resides. It's more than, like bars on windows. When you see bars on windows in a community, that means the people of your community are more likely to pry into your house without your permission. That's an absolute fact. The bars are not on black people's windows in fear that white people are gonna come in there and steal their belongings. Like it or not, that's just true. It's a hard truth, very hard. I'm gonna wrap this part of the conversation up so we can go into these statistics and we can go into the assertions that Donald Trump made so I can show you how you gotta protect yourself as a lower income community, which is gonna be through crowdfunding, employing group economics, because his system is going to terrorize the low income white man. It's gonna terrorize the low income black family, but it's going to be sufficient for the upper middle class extended. And then they're not going to complain. And then it's going to be a cultural disconnect. And it's not even going to be about race no more. It's going to be about classes. And then classes is going to damn near become a race, just like Judaism and homosexuality have damn near become racist. They've turned a religion, Judaism, into a race. They're law two away from making homosexuality a race. While lower income black people are still going to be complaining about the same things because we failed to plan. We need to make a plan of action. When someone comes into office, we should already know how we are going to be able to manipulate or use to our better advantage that which that administration comes in to play with. Whether it's for us directly or not, numbers are not exclusive to people in this particular case. If there's going to be certain endowments and certain concessions made of monetary value, of intrinsic value, then it is our responsibility to find out how to access it. And because they anticipate our inability to know how to access it or have any cognizance of that which we should be able to access, tons of money gets lost in the sauce from one administration to the next because our leaders do not investigate these things when these people come to office, because our leaders will rather prey on our emotions and say the things that we like to hear so he can be or she can be in the in crowd. I don't care to be in the in crowd, because when I was in the in crowd, I wanted out because I ain't have nothing to feed my family with. My family was about to be out. And that is their right and their responsibility to not stay somewhere where it's dead. I don't care to be in the in crowd. So you know what? When you start making more money, you can become more truthful. And I start seeing the reality, the more money I was making. I'm like, you know what? We are disrespecting the people. We don't give them a reality check to let them know you need to start investing. You need to change your reading material. Like I tell people all the time, if you want to get up with the times at the bare minimum, Forbes is good. Very good publication. I agree. But get you a Barron's newspaper and a Kiplinger's magazine. It keeps you in the know. For those that were part of the Clinton administration, now most people made millions of dollars investing in fiber optics. Well, we're not in tune with that. Do you know how the stock market was impacted when Trump came into office? Or when he won the election, it immediately resonated with the world in ways where it affected the stock market. Was we paying attention to what got affected? Because if something is affected for the low, something is affected for the high. What is it that we can invest in this particular time that we can bank on getting returns in light of Trump being into office? Are we having these conversations? Or are we talking about killing the cracker? It's time to overthrow the system. I hope Trump whip our ass so black people become conscious. There's going to be a lot of wealthy blacks that don't want no static. I'm telling you that now, because they're going to finally see that 350 grand and $300,000 is being taken out of their first million, rendering them not a millionaire until they get their second million. To be a millionaire for the first time on their second mil, it's going to be broken down to damn near $50,000, $75,000. They used to having 350 grand taken out of their monies. For it to come down to about 70 grand? You think they want to hear your black power chants if there ain't no dollars in your fucking fist? You making these closed fists and they got dollars in their hand. That's a cultural disconnect. You don't call me a sellout and Uncle Tom, but I'm telling you, we got to understand what kind of conversation to have with our brothers and sisters if we want them to be able to relate to our diaspora. If you don't understand, the only thing you're going to do out of ignorance is call them names and shun them for making the right decisions with their money, which is to take advantage of the tax breaks and be appreciative of the tax breaks. You're going to turn this thing into a situation, if you don't know how to play this game right, the classes are going to become racist, and your little black, white, Asian, Mexican, Spanish paradigm that you're holding on to will only exist at the bottom echelon. Because in the upper echelon, the reason why it appears black and white people be getting along is because black and white people be really getting along. I know you got all your rumors and all your myths. I hear all the Illuminati talks about Beverly Hills. My family don't see no goddamn Illuminati shit. Y'all into too much of those speculation DVDs. Y'all stay in them speculation DVDs for so long. Those conspiracy DVDs for so long. The dark matter and melanin, y'all be into that shit too fucking much, man. So when I'm trying to talk, it be sounding like a whole nother language. Get your ass out of that crazy shit, man. You need some air from that. If your teacher ain't talking to you about economics, how to feed your family, food, clothing, and shelter above par standards, then what exactly are they talking about? What are they talking about? Feel me? I'm going in. Hold on. I'm gonna stay on point. There's some things we gotta discuss. How y'all feeling? Thank you for saying facts. Thank you. You see, and this is another thing. When we go on different platforms, you actually realize who pulls the ignorant motherfuckers. I gotta laugh because when you're around ignorant people online, they try to type the biggest paragraphs and they cut and paste the motherfuckers until YouTube tells them you're making too many copies of the same thing. They want to be heard the most to give people an impression that everyone feels this way. So all the negative people be like, respond 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. And then the good people don't even be typing because they be busy like just listening. Or they write simple shit like facts. Or they write correct. Or they just put up a thumb up. Cause they ain't trying to miss too much. Look, fire. Ain't nobody trying to type in this motherfucker. Fire. Gold. LOL. But let me show you some negative Negro. He's the only one that's gonna have like 10 sentences in this bitch. Trying to impress upon everybody's mind that everybody feels just like him. Why is there so much division even within the conscious community? What is the, you see how that goes. This is negative comment, don't worry about it. But even though the sentiment may be real. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. Of course, go download that Brother Polite app because we turning up on this community vibe. And of course, we want the community to participate in this 150 plus acres of land that we got. We're not playing games. I'm going to make the official announcement as we close this deal, looking to close the deal at the end of this week. Woo! We're going to be so proud of ourselves. And guess what? While everybody's still telling you to kill the cracker, you know what they're going to do? You know what the next thing is going to be? Well, the white man's going to take his land. Watch. You know when people do that, they are trying to subtly make you conform to just living in poverty for the rest of your life. Because they want you to be afraid of success. So every time you do something progressive, they want to remind you that the white man is going to take it from you. And if the white man's going to take everything from me every time I'm about to get it, if the white man's going to take something from me every time I'm about to get it, or when I got it, then it stands to reason these Negroes think they slick. You know what they saying secretly to their wife? See, he's stupid. He's trying to get nice cars and houses, make sure his family live in a nice place. I'm going to the white man. I'm staying in these projects because he won't fuck with me if I'm here. You see how stupid that shit is? But this is how they live it. They really got in their head thinking, I am tricking the white man by staying poor. But what you're really saying is you're too scared of the white man. You're saying you're so scared of the white man, you don't want to be successful. That's what you're doing. You're scared of this white man. And because you're scared of him, you're also simultaneously afraid of success. That's what it is. Let me see what you got to say out there. I have somebody coming up here, one of my rapper friends, and I want to make sure I'm not interrupted when I go into some of the analytics. So I'm going to wait for him to come up. And then after we go through the last portion of this to analyze some of what Donald Trump says he's going to bring, which I believe he's going to bring to the table because he as a billionaire is going to do what it suffice to further his business endeavors and the likes of whom supported him, that's also wealthy, powerful people. It stands to reason if he makes economic promises, they're more likely to come through than that of the likes of the other type of promises that other candidates have given us in the past. These are promises of numbers, business number promises. And like I said, he has catered to the hearts and the minds of the white community that feels like they've been left out of the conversation for 8 years. Let's make America great again. How about that? That can resonate racist, that can resonate neutral at the very most. You feel me? Let's make, Kiplinger's magazine and Barron's newspaper. Look those up. It keeps you in the know. Hard body when it comes to economics. Those are very educational and up to current publications. Kiplinger's magazine and Barron's newspaper. Everybody in the Black household should have those publications. Subscribe to those. I don't write them, so don't worry about it. Polite is gonna make money off of it because then we'll be like, can't buy that because this black man might get money. I get absolutely no money for promoting these publications. Come on, y'all. We at 799. Let's get that 100. Hey, what up, G? Yeah, so we got King Los in the building.
Ain't no unofficial crowd noise in there?
You produced it before I got there. Okay, so Kiplinger's magazine.
What's up? How you doing? Little love.
All right. So let's get ready to start building about the real things, some real information as well. Some things I want us to take into consideration. Let's go. I was going in. Okay. So Donald Trump, let's talk about it. Let's do a synopsis. The rich white man doesn't like Donald Trump. Why? The rich white man doesn't like him. The rich white man does not like Donald Trump because Donald Trump has his own monies. So he can't be persuaded like other people. He already came in with power. When a man can say, I don't know what my people are going to do if I don't get into office. When a man can tell the homie in Russia, yo, man, he's a powerful leader. I rocks with him. After he threatened America, when a man can do that, you know he got the juice. You feel what I'm saying? So the wealthy white man does not like Donald Trump. Now, of course, that's not all wealthy white people. Don't do that to me. I'm saying the wealthy white man that puts his hand in politics is feeling a little absent. He's feeling a little unused, not necessary. Word. That's how he's feeling right now. Then you got the poor white man who's a big fool in this whole shit. In this scenario, most of the people who are going to be pissed off, it's not going to be black people. It's going to be the poor white people. Because they're the ones who appeal to, let's make America great. And they was like, that shit sound like racism all over again. Yes. They are the ones who are like, we going to the polls. Black Lives Matter, like I told you, Black Lives Matter is part of the reason why all them white people went to the polls. It worked to our disadvantage. That campaign created by the white man. And then Negroes go, if I say all lives matter, they say Black Lives Matter, I'm like, well, both campaigns are made by white people. What does it matter? So that's why I say Black Lives Matter too. Because I know all lives matter bothers you. And then Black Lives Matter bothers me because people who don't share my sexual preference and people who don't share my ethnicity have created it. And I don't want to be back in an NAACP situation. So I get myself out of the realm of all those things by saying Black Lives Matter too, as in also. Because sometimes when people say Black Lives Matter, that means F everybody's lives. And I don't believe in that. You know why? We wouldn't be here 800 plus deep if we wasn't concerned about the white life that got into office. And the white lives that he be talking to that are disrespecting that may make us wind up in war. Or the white lives that we complain about that voted him into office. Or the first lady, the first naked lady to come into office that's not even an American. So, politically, I'm not down with all lives matter. Politically, I'm not down with all lives matter. However, in a general sense, I agree. I gotta take all lives into consideration here. All lives I have to take into consideration. Hope people understand what I'm saying. I don't deal with the politics because I know All Lives Matter was created to be combative against Black Lives Matter, and I'm not down with that because I understand the necessity to assert Black Lives Matter because it feels like our lives are being undermined far amongst everybody else's. In that context, politically, I'm down with Black Lives Matter. Politically, I'm down with it. I just get this itch because we didn't create it. And I'm back into the NAACP all over again. And eventually, with the right momentum, then the agenda will surface, and then we'll be trying to separate ourselves from the agenda. After we've already sucked from the titty, metaphorically speaking, figuratively speaking, of the white man and the homosexuals that created the movement in the first place. But that's another thing. So the rich white man is angry with Trump. The poor white man definitely got him into office, got him over that last hurdle, and he's going to be abused because he's poor. The poor black man and woman have been poor for quite some time. So being poor from one administration to the next, the expectations are going to be very low with Trump coming in anyway, just because he's white and he said a few inflammatory remarks. So, hey. Now, the upper middle class black man extended, those are the ones who are going to benefit the most. And those are going to be the ones who probably don't understand nobody else's conversation because they eat. They have the most to benefit. So in this particular conversation, polite to Stephen A. Smith. all right now. In this particular conversation, what we're looking to accomplish is how can we find success inside of the Trump administration instead of being like the Negroes that are out there on the streets protesting. And like I said earlier, we asked them, what exactly are you protesting about as far as what you expect to get out of it? Each one of those Negroes were like, I don't know, I'm just here because we just mad. Isn't that why everybody's out there protesting? Like, what is that going to do? Is it going to revoke his candidacy? Is it going to reciprocate the tides of him winning the election? Why are black people out there just protesting them at random? Why
Is it going to change the outcome?
The outcome that came out? What are we talking about here? Like, how does this work? So I don't have no idea. I have no idea what they're doing. Before I castigate them, I'm allow these people to tell me what is it that they're trying to accomplish before I go in on them. I'm just letting them know what my reservations are. You're not going to catch me nowhere in no Donald Trump protest unless you can tell me what is it we think we're going to accomplish in the interim or the aftermath of that particular grouping or convention. Because when we convene, we got to really be on some serious stuff when we convene. Okay, so Donald Trump talked about the new income tax deduction. He's talking about $20 billion to expand the school choice programs and commission the state to what? $110 billion. So Donald Trump is talking about putting $20 billion into school programs. And he's also suggesting that the states put in an additional $110 billion for education. Why do I believe him? Because he is a wealthy white man. And wealthy white men are all about educating people so they can be employed. Why wouldn't he want a bunch of people to go to school so they can learn how to work, especially for his companies?
Did a show called Apprentice.
Seriously. And he's so racially honest because of his wealth. He said he wanted to do a show on Apprentice, blacks versus whites. He's so upfront with it. You can't even look at him like he's racist. And that's why I said, I don't think he's as racist as he portrays himself. I think he did it as a bait for marketing to get to the crowd that he needs because he knows we're only 14% of the population. So fuck it. The only thing that can work after Obama for 8 years is extreme racism. Open racist remarks, I should say.
He's more racial. He's more racial than racist.
Donald Trump comes off to me as some of the white folks that I know where we could just keep it real about race with this bill.
Right, billionaire. The white billionaires that we hang with can't connect to our culture like that. That's why they need us to come in and do certain things for them.
That's a fact.
He's gonna need us. He's gonna, but not like, he's not gonna use us. So there's a difference. Hillary, she wants to use us.
That's a fact.
She used us. Look,
and it was clear and people seen it.
It was so blatant they still went with it.
Hey, I got my hot sauce.
Right, come on, man. But he's gonna need us. There's a need for us now. So
she said, hey, I got my hot sauce.
Yo,
I'm like, yo, who says that?
She did that. She said she like to keep hot sauce in her purse, bro. Like, stop.
Like, yo, you savaging for black folks, man.
She went crazy.
She went crazy.
She had Hov and me, bro.
She had a CP time joke.
Yo, CP time?
She had I got the video, bro. I get time on here. I'm gonna show y'all the Hillary Clinton CP time joke.
CP time?
With her white friend. At an actual congressional meeting or something dealing with another authority or another politician. And the joke was about colored people being late. You know, and so
incredible, man. I'm
like, yo, come on, enough is enough, Hillary. Now you see, to me, what Hillary was saying was actually more offensive to me than a lot of the stuff Trump was saying, because Trump to me was just like, yo, like I played a video where he's saying, you don't got nothing to lose.
Right, like what do you have to
like
lose?
you're poor. Your schools are bad. Like, come on, like, how bad could I be if you vote me in the office?
58% of your youth are unemployed. He dropped facts though.
And people was like, yo, he's racist. But Hillary can say the hot sauce joke in the CP time. I'm like, yo, Hillary is the one that's on the racist shit. Trump is just a white man who's saying the things white people are uncomfortable about saying. Trump is like, look, I'm gonna tell y'all niggas straight off the bat. If anyone's been convinced that y'all succeeded, I just want you to know y'all been failing badly.
I want you to know you've been failing. All I do is statistics. Y'all down.
You down in this fourth quarter. You feel what I'm saying? So you guys may mistake this for saying Polite's a Trump fan. I'm telling you that he was smart and very effective in marketing because he was just honest. Like, you know what? Let's make America, his shit should have been, let's make America honest again. Because that's what he's doing. He's making white folks come out like, you know what? Yeah, fuck black folks. Since we on the Black Lives Matter tip, yeah, we on our All Lives Matter tip. And we mean it like yours still don't count, not yours is inclusive. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, he's making America honest again because white folks are starting to draw that line of demarcation. Like, you know what? We are hating on y'all. Y'all look like y'all, too many of y'all are being millionaires. And you know what? There's too many of our white people in our country, so they believe that's poor, while these Negroes is taking pictures like young black youngster, what's his name? Black youngster, down with Gotti?
Yeah, youngster.
Yeah, youngster, black youngster, driving around in Lambos, and the bank is calling police because he's trying to pull out $200,000. Like, you know how a poor white man gotta feel? He gotta feel black youngster. Black youngster himself is probably responsible for like 1 million votes by himself from the white community. Because if I'm a poor white man and I believe that white was right this whole time,
right?
That's a shock to my central nervous system if I see this black man.
The American system is failing.
The American system is failing because black people are showing off $200,000 and driving around.
He's supposed to be dead or in jail, and he's not supposed to have that kind of access to funds or living that amount of life from where he comes from.
And for the family that's saying the world is bigger than America, as a general statement, the world is bigger than America, but understand the whole world watched this election. We was online yesterday where a brother from Jamaica was like, man, yeah, we all watching this. And I'm like, why are y'all doing that in Jamaica? We was online and someone from Canada was like, yeah, we watching this. Why are y'all watching this in Canada?
They watching from outer space too.
Wherever human beings are, they know whoever gets into that seat in America,
yo,
they got the weight to affect the rest of the world.
Yo, listen, this is so big. Beings from other planets is watching this. You feel me?
We may have an alien next to sit in the fucking president.
Saying. Like, there's somebody about to scoop in.
And Hillary Clinton was going for broke. She was like, yo, I might have to open up these files about the extraterrestrials. She was fucking with the conscious community. She was messing with everybody.
Everybody.
She was tapping in. She was sitting there watching side of the studios like, yo, all right, this is what the niggas is into? Yeah, when I get into office, I think the American community needs to know more about extraterrestrials.
But what about her just being a blatant liar, outright liar like that?
We played all her lies.
I seen all that. I watched that.
We played some of those lies.
It was just devastating how she could lie so clearly. Don't
worry about it, Floyd is a coon. We're moving forward.
There's too many coons right now.
Steve Coakley Jr., King Los, rap something. Cut it out, Negro. Ashton Hotep, King Los freestyle. All right, Los, you are a distraction. You are a distraction.
I'm way in the cut too. I ain't even know like
I'm about to sit in front of this black man like, hey, man. They going in like, yo, yeah,
because you on YouTube. You at my house.
That's a fact.
YouTube is my crib. Like, they're like, what? I'm on YouTube and Los is around?
Word is spreading. Word is spreading. Put the AC on for me a little. AC on. Yeah, that laughter got me hot.
Yeah, it's a little hot, it's a little heated in this joint.
Yeah, man. Okay, we got another request. Kwame Duke's freestyle. So this is what we're gonna do. King Los. Do a record. King Los, do a record with B-Dot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, B-Dot's a homie.
I think B-Dot online. B-Dot, if you're online, say something.
Yeah, B-Dot, you ain't come to the
You should have been in the studio right now with us. This is the studio right now.
Paul got 100,000 hours in the studio.
Master P is lit. I have no idea where that came from, but that's all right. Okay, yeah, more info. But what we'll do, we'll ask King Los when we closing out, or before we bring in the rest of the viewership, we're gonna ask King Los, throw us something, you know.
Let me tweet the link and stuff out. What's the stuff?
B dot and Los would be dope.
Somebody send me the link. I'm gonna tweet it out. Put it to my social.
Oh yeah,
media.
you can do it. Yeah, man. But this is good, man. It's good. Isn't it good to see your brothers contributing to the conscious information and political conversation? Don't think that everybody brain dead. Everybody isn't brain dead. Understand that. His flow was type on hip hop media. Oh yeah, that video you asked me for. I'm sending it to you too.
Can we talk about black people waking up apologizing for what's going on right now?
Bring it up.
Like, I'm devastated that black people are taking ownership to Trump being in office right now, and they all feel apologetic, apologizing to Obama and Michelle as if the black people have done something wrong by, you know, it was Trump won by a landslide. It was a landslide. It was like there was no like you said, whatever he, you know, ignited into those people to whatever they believe, they were ready.
Man.
They were ready to go crazy. And like you said, they not even gonna realize Trump not even gonna deal with them. He never has. He's a white billionaire. He's never dealt with the lower class white people.
That's a fact.
And y'all all wrote for him. So right now, this is an American problem.
Something small like $1 million.
Yeah. And he did amazingly.
Right.
So I mean, I think it's time we all just gotta figure this thing out, make it work for the benefit. I don't really see what's so different from the history of presidents. Yeah. Like I don't see the devastating difference in Donald Trump being president than any other former white president that was a billionaire, family wealthy. He was pro-white, everything, big company. Like, what's the difference? I'm trying to figure out. Y'all devastated now because y'all got somebody that just opened his mouth and let all the dirt out, or what is it?
It's a fact.
Because it must just be that. Because ain't no faking with him.
I fucked with Trump, yeah. The more I talk about Trump, the more I'm just like, this is necessary. Isn't that? I ain't gonna front. Yesterday, I was in the moment, and I'm feeding off everybody's emotions. Negroes make you nervous, man. I'm like, yo, everybody said, I had the college students here, like, yo, Trump's about to win. I'm like, oh shit, I'm starting to get the eerie feeling too. Power suggestion. And then I woke up and came to my senses like, if I had to pick and choose, okay. And I didn't tell everybody yesterday, but if I had to pick and choose, I would want Trump in that office for a number of reasons. Trump resonates more with blacks who need to change and get on their job than a Hillary in there. Because Negroes subtly made them black somehow. They gave them some kind of black card or pass where they can fool around like they're part of our community, them Clintons. When, again, I have to stress, they've imprisoned over 40% more black people than any other administration. Yet they got a black card. That's ridiculous. But anyway.
What about the by default? Like, people chose Hillary. A lot of black people chose Hillary just because they didn't like Trump. Not because they liked her policies, they liked what she was standing for, just because they didn't like Trump.
You know what's another point that people need to hear? Here's another point. You know how much other candidates you could have voted for? Yo, are we serious? We're talking like there's only 2 people we could have voted for.
That's it. That's crazy.
There goes some shit right there. Now, that's the ignorant part of this whole scenario. If he was like, yo, man, I don't know which 2 to pick from. Yo, there was more than 2 people to pick from, you know. This thing gets ugly. It gets ugly. And then here goes another idea, black folk. How about we just create a political party?
How about that? How about that, man? How about that?
And so the words are from a lot of my NBA friends. They like, bro, if they've been telling me run for president. I'm like, come on, man, stop playing around. And then y'all always do that polite for president stuff. And I'm like, come on. But then now, with a man with no experience politically whatsoever, with a wife that's not from this country, who we got, who we showed, who's butt-ass naked somewhere in, yeah, who we showed that this is our new first lady. Yeah, first lady be butt ass in the White House. Yeah. Why not? Because it's clear all you need is the money to get into office. All you need is the money to get into the opportunity. So who am I to think don't do it? I do it to make a damn statement. And guess what? I believe there's going to be some support behind that. Because now Trump has did us a huge solid. Now the black homie could come in here and be like, you know, say cracker a couple times. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Because this man he was so honest. I don't want the Muslims in this country. No, we can't trust him. He preyed on the fears of the white man and white woman. And they was like, yo, he's saying the things we was thinking the whole time. Yo, we know white folks discriminate more than anybody on planet Earth. Let's just keep it 100. You just don't vocalize it because you're civilized. Like, so you say, nah, we keep this in our house. Black people are a very interesting species. We want to tell everybody how racist we are publicly. Shut down all our businesses and everything. So the tides have turned, and white people are now making the error that black people made and still are making. They share too much of their personal convictions with the public before they actually economically assert themselves, where they have the power to not have their opinion revoke their economic passes. You see, you don't start talking that talk until you are in the clear or in the safe zone and you have your wealth and it doesn't implicate your family. So every other culture says, hey, we don't believe in racism, but they're not exactly trying to marry into black families. The Asians want to stay with the Asians, with the exception of the women they send into the basketball community to become the wives. Separate from them people, Asians are staying with the Asians. The Jews, which is a religion, but they become a race, the Jews stay with the Jews. That in itself resonates racism somewhere. Because all that equality talk everybody tells us about, it's clear that these people want their culture intact and there's nothing wrong with that. But if we talk about it openly, it's like, hey, black people are racist. They're talking about only being with black people and they don't agree with integration. But open your eyes. A lot of people don't agree with integration. You can see it just based on the way they marry in.
Can I interject? Real fast?
We just too publicly open about things that we don't really need to share with the public with just keeping our culture.
Very true. Now, quick interjection. We struggle with cognitive dissonance. It kills me, right? This is the thing. If we're fighting for equality, we have to understand and know what equality is, okay? Equality is this. My man just broke it down, but I want to give you a layman's terms of this. If you're fighting for equality, think about this. If every race predominantly stays with every race, and they all have power within their own race, they all have structure, they all have rules and culture within their own race, right? The equality would be for us to do that for us. That is what equality would be, not to feel equal or parallel to another race. You get what I'm saying? To not feel, I want the rights of a white man. That's equality. That's what we think equality is. That's not equality. Equality is if white people have their thing set up, Jews, the Asians, every other group would be for us to huddle up, figure out what we need to do to create foundations to build upon, to teach our children and to raise our children in our own systems. That's what equality would be. That's an equality. We don't want to be equivalent. We want equality. And there's a difference. And I think that's why black people are so devastated. And that's why they ran in the direction of Hillary so fast without even knowing her policies, because they felt like Trump creates more in their minds inequality because he's so bold. No, he's just having his people support him out loud the same way that we have to support our people out loud. That would be equality. But when you got people like Stephen A. Smith going at Colin Kaepernick and, going at other people who are fighting for real, true equality, the right to speak out and not be slandered by this whole nation, to take a stand on what you believe as far as culture is concerned. That's equality, because white people can speak on what they want to speak on and they're not overly scrutinized for it, through media or publicly. So that's what equality would be, us setting up something for us. That's equality, not the actual integration and the That's not equality. That's not the same thing. That's what we think. We want them to treat us the way they treat themselves and think that's equality. You know, if cops stop killing black people, that's equality. No, equality is make some stability within your own communities, educate, teach economics and help one another up. That's what equality would be. Then we would be equal to be able to move forward the way we need to move forward. I just think we just look at things a little differently because we're in a very emotional, vulnerable race of people.
That's a fact. Hey, if you got questions for King Los pertaining to the subject matter at hand, he's going to freestyle.
Jewels, baby. Well, you know, baby. The organic apple don't fall far from the tree.
Polite versus Yeezus 2020.
I'm cool. You did something?
Yeah, I'll definitely run against Kanye West. That'd be nice to have two bros doing it. And you know the beauty about our culture, where we come from, there's no scandal in hip hop. Like imagine if someone said 50 Cent just caught cheating on his wife. Like what the hell would that be? You know what I'm saying? Yo, imagine some shit like that. Imagine, just imagine. You feel me? Where would that go? 50 Cent just caught committing adultery. So that is the advantage. You can move over a little more.
Middle or?
You know what? I'll go on this side. Control some of this. Yeah, make sure that light is on you good. Let's see how this looks here. All right, yeah, we good.
Boom.
So yeah, man, it's a blessing to have brothers of this talent.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Be so conscious. How do I join the movement? This is a new movement by itself.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We out here, man.
The two magazines that I mentioned were Kiplinger's and Barron's newspaper. Barron's newspaper and Kiplinger's magazine. These are the most ideal publications, in my opinion, that raise your economical cognizance of what's taking place in real time. They're always right on point. The advice in there is very much on point. It's not like some tabloid or a pseudo journal about economic science. It's just straight to the point. It's letting you know what's new and what's in place. They have a very high rapport in the economic community. Okay.
What's your Twitter? Brother Polite? Or just
yeah.
Polite? I got it. Boom. I'm tweeting the link out right now.
Okay. Yeah. So let's get it in. What up, Sarnetta? You know I gave you the link, bruh. Black News 102. That's dope.
No, that's crazy.
Hey, yo, Sai, I emailed you the joint to come in, brother. Get in here.
You see how I tossed over the picture of me and you already?
That's nuts.
That's nuts as on
That's
what?
that energy, though.
That's crazy. You see that?
Everybody show Sarnetta some love, man. He came into the chat. I just saw his name.
It's about to get crazy now. I'm about to post this on my
yeah,
Facebook too. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get nuts in here. Your boy in here. I'm in the building.
You have questions? Okay. Got the app, bro. Polite. Thank you, man. Thank you for reminding me. Be sure to get that Brother Polite app. Download that Brother Polite app. It's official, and that's how you get in tune with the updates. Our 2012 stores is back up and running officially. I believe we dealt with a certain level of sabotage, but that's another story. We back up. The system is not faulty. For anybody that's purchasing books or DVDs from today forward, we'll make some concessions onto you as far as this new land is concerned, this 150 acres that we're working with. We're going to keep a login, the corresponding email per the purchase. We're going to send you a special thanks, and you'll be getting certain updates because from this point forward, we will be allocating monies from every sale into the projects that we have in mind for the building of the infrastructure of the land that we will be officially closing in on this week. Again, it's 150 acres of land. I have a video that's up where I was breaking down establishing a body politic during the course of this Trump administration. Be sure to look at it. It's the newest video, aside from this one that we're streaming live. Be sure to look at it to get more of a clairvoyant perspective of how far we're going to go with this information.
Baltimore.
I'll be in Baltimore.
My hometown.
This Saturday. I'm going to work to give you that flyer pretty soon, but I will be in Baltimore this Saturday. and it's going to be a good look. Saab, Polite refuted you on your own show. Come on, stop with that battle stuff. We good. Yeah, so I'll be in Baltimore this Saturday. I'm going to put up the flyer somewhere in the stream. It's going to be a real good look. Of course, that's King Lo's hometown by chance. He should be here. It's going to be dope. Brother Polite is the name of the app. All you got to do is type in Brother Polite, whether you have an Android smartphone, Apple products, doesn't matter. All you got to do is write Brother Polite, and you'll see it. Download it. You get access to all the media. I got free lessons on there. We're going to update the lessons. We got a new game that's going to be up there in about a week and a half. It's on real estate to help you become more fluent in real estate jargon, so you can kind of weave through that labyrinth of information in real time. So that's going to be the first game that comes up there. It's a real cool game from my perspective. And then I got a milder game that's going to be up there too. That's going to work like flashcards as well to help you out economically, just to get those words into your mind while you're on the go. It's all about just educating the people in real time. So that's going to be real dope too. So be sure to download that Brother Polite app. Of course, you go to 2012stores.com, 2012stores.com, 2012stores.com. And you can purchase any of the books and DVDs that I've released thus far, the health products, all of that. And like I said, with every purchase from this day forward, we're allocating revenue from those particular transactions into our land project. Keep that in mind. Now, let's get ready to go into this chat pretty soon. But we also want to talk about the loan forgiveness aspect of what Trump was bringing in, whereby 12.5% of the income that a person earns will be used from the borrower's income, and coupled with the loan forgiveness application or the loan forgiveness program that Donald Trump is talking about doing, where if 12.5% comes out of their income, then they would allow you to redeem yourself as far as the debt is concerned for a 15-year period. Keep in mind, he's talking about taking $20 billion out of the budget to put it into school funding, so people can become more proficient in tasks to be able to meet the criteria for the jobs that they're looking for. In addition to the fact he's commissioning the states to also put $120 billion per state into school funding. Now, that may not resonate with some of us that's not interested in school, but that's certainly going to resonate for people who know how to use school to their advantage. So now he's talking to a whole nother group of people. We got to see where we fit in, family. Because if that much money is going to be going into school, even if you are an anti-school brother or sister, you may as well find something that you can be used as a service to your community to go back to school for those of you who have the mindset, the patience, and the incentive. Be aware of that when it transpires, because oftentimes in every administration, there are opportunities that are presented to our people, and we don't take advantage of it simply because we don't know about it. So now we have the income tax peaks that are about 39.6%, and they will not exceed 33%. He's also talking about eliminating the estate tax, which I talked about earlier. And when you're talking about eliminating estate tax makes it more easier for our posterity to inherit our wealth, void of probate. So that's pretty big. But of course, that's only big to people who are engaged actively in the acquisition of real estate. So when you pass, it is easier for that property to go in a transition down the bloodline. As an example of one way that will impact us greatly. See, some of these provisions are not exclusive to Black or white. It only appears that way because it's part of the cultural mechanics of other races, because it's in discussion. That's not really in our discussion. I mean, we're born into broken family households, lower income communities. The last thing on our mind is estate tax. We got other issues. So that conversation normally doesn't come up. It's not popular in our community. It's only popular with people from a different tax bracket who's been in that tax bracket for so long that even in their lower income community, some of those conversations exist because of the ethnicity that they are. Whereby with us, it's just not popular. So that's why we talk about common customs, which is a calculus system that precipitates culture by process of differentiation and integration. We're able to find the value of smaller things and factorials of those equivalents, thus granting us the least adverse effects from the decisions that we make. Went over it about 2 or 3 times prior. Good to say it again and again and again till you can get it through your mind that our forefathers and our foremothers, which we will be one day, have a responsibility to set the tone for change, and every generation thereafter adopts it, picks it up, adds to it, takes things out so it can match the era that they're in. So we have to start calculating what is it that we can use to our advantage, what is it that is of huge disadvantage, whether it's a disadvantage to not know it or an advantageous to know it or to apply it. And when we go through those different permutations, we create something that becomes a cultural mechanism for our children to follow hereafter. And then they pick up the baton and we keep going, and that's how we advance our civilization or our culture. So raising our financial cognizance is an imperative. It is an imperative because Trump is in. So the main thing we should do is up the ante on economics, up the ante on that, on education, because those are the 2 things I can almost guarantee he's gonna pass with flying colors. He's gonna pass with flying colors. Now, when we're talking about those tax hikes of 39.6%, and he's talking about reducing them or bringing them down to at least 33%, and then we're also talking about the corporate tax, which takes us around like 12%, and then you combine those things, okay? And then you wind up around 52, leaning on 53% of wealthy people's money is being taken away. He's actually diminishing that whole situation and scenario. It's gonna be very hard to make wealthy people as mad with Trump as it is capable of making people who are lacking the resources mad at Trump. We gotta understand the cultural disconnect, and this is why I'm saying in a Trump administration, you can see that the classes will become racist. And what I mean by that is there will be black and white people side by side appreciating him like they're part of the same race. And there'll be black and white people side by side not appreciative of him as though they're the same race. That's how we're going to be impacted. Once you start making money to preference over all the other social ills or social circumstances, what in turn happens is races start identifying with the same struggle or the same advantages, and then the construct dissipates because there's a paradigm shift. So watch out for that. And this is why I'm saying that the people who are going to feel the impact the most are going to be the people in the lower income communities of all races. And the poor white man that voted him into office, he is completely out of the loop. He will be impacted the most because his expectations of Trump's administration will not come nearly close to what he's looking for. So at this moment, I'm about to give you guys the link so you could come in here. Remember, when you come in here, you have to press mute. You have to press mute when you come in here. Keep that in mind. You have to press mute. And also, when you unmute to speak, mute your mechanism that you're using, whether it's your phone, whether it's your laptop, your iPad, mute it, because the feedback is going to corrupt or compromise the integrity of the audio for people to listen to you. So let's get you in the building. Let's get you in the building. I'm about to send out a link. Let's see what kind of things you got in mind. You can ask Los questions, ask myself questions. Let's get it in. Okay. Let's get going. I thank y'all for coming out for this stream tonight. We look amazing together. That's great. The people are out by the hundreds. We in the building. That's great. Let's get it in, family. Let's get it in. I'm sending in this link. Y'all already know what it is. Trump is about real estate, debt, and taxes. You already know. I just sent the link. I'm going to do it about 3 times. If you don't get in on the first wave, understand that there will be a second and there will be a third wave. But we only can get 7, 8 people inside. Okay, I'm sending the link one more time. Make sure you mute when you first come on. Hey, baby. So you get the chance. Make sure you mute when you come on. Give them a boot. Because the people be always, they make sure you tell me to get out of there. So all you got to do is hit one of these. I can't catch him. I'm busy trying to work over here. Over here it works though, because it's me. I got the whole board going. Hey y'all, I'm coming right now. My man, look. Be more. Okay, y'all. Somebody has to put their situation on mute. Gabriel, I think it's you. If it ain't Gabriel, Shaheed. If it ain't Shaheed, it's Thomas. Situation on mute. Put it on mute.
It was Thomas, but he put it on.
Gabriel, I think you got to put yours on mute.
Mute up, Gabe.
Shaheed. All right, cool. Well, it ain't on mute if I heard you.
It ain't on mute because you ain't got no mute sign up there. Now you the last one, Gab.
All right, so we got a bunch of homies in here tonight, huh? The sisters had it lit last night. All right, so we ain't, how much people got? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Gabriel,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And yo, when y'all come in here, do y'all best to show your faces, because you know how we feel about the faceless people, man. We don't need no Phantom of the Operas and none of them people in the building. Hey, we catching. If you call it,
like Alan, nice.
Do look like Alan.
Shout out to Chuck, man. Shout out to AI.
That's a power suggestion move now. Now I had to look back like, oh shit, Alan, AI is over there. Close enough, almost in Philly, same thing. Gangster ass bitches. Let me stop reading y'all comments, man. Let me get back over here. So, brother, let's go. Who's this guy? Who's this guy in the suit? Are you really in the suit? TD Duck 415. Let's get you first. I'm going to get it right now. I'm just put him on.
Are you really? He's got the suit in every picture.
That's a fact. TD Duck, what you really working with? Unmute your mic, TD Duck. Y'all know how I do. I'm gonna have to get you out of here if you don't respond in real time. TD Duck, unmute your mic. Show yourself.
Live from the 415. What's up? He hit the mute back. It must be a lag on it, and he hit it twice.
Unmute it, my brother.
You might as well go with Gab. He ain't had his mic, his mute on the whole time.
Now he possessed.
He got ghosts, literally.
Yo, they funny. Hey, yo, man, you might be just taking up space. I might knock you out so I can put somebody in if you don't speak, my brother. So we can get somebody in. TD Duck 415, this is the last time around before I eject.
You gotta get faster internet, bro.
He talking too. TD Duck, take it off of mute.
It's off mute. It's off mute.
TD Duck, you out of here.
He hurt. That hurt.
All right, get Gabriel. Damn, somebody just popped right in right after. All right, Gabriel, come on, man. Go ahead, because you ain't listening any damn way. Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can. Let's get it, brother. What's your name? Where you from?
what's up? I'm using somebody else's account, but I'm Brian from Florida.
Ryan from Florida. That's good. What's up, brother? Talk to us. You got a question? What you up to?
Yeah, that was me. That was me on the other account, Melanin Nasty.
You was Melanin Nasty. You was the one with the penis and leg thing that you came up with yesterday. You the one? You're constantly using other people's accounts.
No, I'm just using somebody else's phone because I'm watching and.
All right. So, what you want to contribute to the platform? Hopefully, it's not as promiscuous as yesterday's.
Not at all. Not at all.
Oh, come on, brother. Contribute,
What I really want to ask you, because I just.
Contribute, my brother. Talk loud as you can. Talk a little louder.
Yeah, what I really wanted to ask is about credit, because I was watching one of your videos, right? And one of your apprentices, he bought like a condo somewhere close to where I live. And when he said the place, I'm like, yo, I know where that is. I'm not too far from where that is. So that's like my confirmation that what you do is legit, because I'm talking about, and he live all the way in like New York or somewhere.
Yes. He got my thing as his cover. That's
See,
my album cover.
He said that. I'm like, you got the boot. That's what they do.
That's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Yo, listen. White people show their love in the weirdest ways, bro. Like, that's how they know they love you. They say stuff like "fuck you" and stuff like that. And he has my album cover as his profile picture.
Man, hey, brother. So with credit repair, one of the things that you want to do, one of the simplest things that you could do, for instance, is to, hey, baby girl, what's going on with you? All right, turned up, man. One of the things that you can do immediately is to, if you hit up Brother Polite on Facebook, ask me for the credit card redlining, updated credit card redlining map. I'll show you the areas that you don't want to set up a UPS box. A UPS box will suffice, because when you set it up, it's considered residential, and you'll set it up in a community where people are earning probably 150 grand or more a year. So that way you can be approved for a higher credit approval. You can get a higher credit approval. And also it will impact your credit score, provided they see it in one of those prominent locations or reputable locations. You don't want to use a lower income community zip code as far as address, because then those areas tend to be redlined, and they normally disapprove or give you the minimum amount on the credit rating. So first thing you would do is get you a UPS box and get it in an area that's not redlined. Just hit me up for the redlining map.
I got that.
Okay, that's good. And then start making. Don't try to. Pennies for Millionaires is a very good book for this information. Tell Losa I got this huge record. I need them all. B. Dot. Okay, so what happens is Pennies Off of Millionaires is a very good book, telling you and telling everybody else, because it gives you strategy. Like, for instance, credit card balance transfer options. You normally don't want to go past 2 credit cards unless you're like in a real high tax bracket. You want to get 2 credit cards actually can get your credit rating to go up higher faster. And what you do is you never spend more than 15% of your credit card approval rate. So what happens is if you get, let's say, $1,000 credit card approval for both credit cards, then you never use more than $150 out of the 1,000. That's going to show that you are an intelligent consumer, statistically speaking. You're not supposed to go past 15% that of which you was approved. So $1,000 credit rate means only spend $150. Should you go over $150, we can help your credit card approval is if you show that you leverage the additional amount from the first card to the second card. But you have to make sure when you get a credit card, you ask for credit card balance transfer options. Credit card balance transfer option. That means that You have a secondary card that in the event you go over the ideal amount you choose to limit yourself to, that you'll have the rest of the funds by default taken out of the other credit card, so you can maintain that ratio we're talking about of 15%. So again, you just go on my wallet clock first. Okay, so again, part of
I got a question.
Part of what you can do to get a good credit score is to not exceed having more than 2 credit cards, and then see to it the 2 credit cards you got has a credit card balance transfer option, and to also see to it that you never go over 50% that of the amount you've been approved for. And should you go over it, by default of the credit card balance transfer option, the rest of the monies will be taken from the second card and spilled into the first. And then therefore, that will actually boost your credit. Don't go into Walmart and when they say, hey, you want to see if you could approve for this credit card? That kills you. If you apply for a job, do your best to apply for a job you think you really gonna get, because applying for jobs also affects your credit. They don't tell you that though. So you get turned down for a job, it affects your credit because jobs check out your credit history as part of the reason why they'll hire you in the first place. So if you're going around, you know how people say, man, just go around to 50 damn people and see if you can get a job. That's 50 people probably checking your credit, and in turn, that's going to diminish your credit rate. So keep that in mind. So all of this is in my Pennies for Millionaires book. These are strategies so you don't get caught up. And there's more information in there. Credit card redlining, balance transfer options for credit cards not carrying more than 2 credit cards, not going over 15% on the credit cards. You know, Afrocentric Black women in the background. You know, while you're doing streams, you can mess with your credit card limit. You know what I'm saying? And daughters that follow after them. Let me know you get that.
Okay.
You took it out already?
Mm-hmm.
All right, see you later.
Let me know too.
Love.
Yeah.
I'm my brother.
Can you hear me?
I know.
All right, Negroes. She bad back there. That's enough of that, Negroes. It's enough of that. Erica Badu's sister is in the back. Oh, that's cool.
I got a question. I got one question.
Gabriel, make it. Who got that question? Who said that?
Gabriel.
All right, keep that one moving. We got to get through. I gave you a lot of food, brother.
A lot of food.
Okay.
I want to make sure we get all the callers that locked in, because with that they may have questions that's gonna really work out too.
You might gotta want to go because like other people be coming straight in.
Yeah, matter of fact, my brother, let me get on to some of these other people, brothers and sisters that's out there. I appreciate your time. Where you say you was from again?
Orlando.
Live from somebody else's phone.
Orlando. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, not too far from the complex that your apprentice, bought property from.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to you, my brother. Thank you for coming through. I'll leave you on for now. Just put your mechanism on mute, and let's see, Daniel, brother Daniel, unmute your mic. What's your name? Where you from? Brother Daniel, unmute your mic. What's your name? Where you from? Make sure you mute your computer that you're using, Daniel, before you speak. Daniel, we're gonna have to move on. All right, Janelle.
Yeah, let's go to is that the lady?
Yeah. Janelle.
Yeah, hey, Polite,
Hey.
can you hear me?
Quick response time. How you doing?
I'm good.
What's your name and where you from?
It's Janelle from Philly. You remember me from the Sabi live stream when Dr. Sabi passed?
Facts.
Chopping it up.
No doubt, no doubt. The people gotta get connected, you know?
Now my dog want to talk. Sorry about that.
No problem.
No, I just wanted to, get on and just, tell you thank you for just being positive. Everybody on Facebook, everybody on YouTube with the doom and gloom, you know what I mean? I can't even really talk to my friends because I'm on the same tip. Like, I'm cool with Trump being in. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, at least tell me the truth. I don't want nobody hugging me, looking for the knife. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the bullshit coming so I can know how to maneuver. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you, just keeping it real.
Man, thank you so much. You know what? I get this impression that I might be walking around a bunch of white people acting like they depressed and secretly in their house like,
probably.
Everybody can't be that damn depressed now.
Probably.
Somebody's in their house secretly with the thumbs up. We got these bitches. So I appreciate your appreciation.
Yeah, and I just had a quick question. It's a little unrelated, but
Hey brother,
I can't
appreciate brother Captain, put that on mute.
Yeah, and I just had a quick question. It's a little unrelated, but
Hey brother, Captain, put that on mute.
yeah, and I just had a quick question. It's a little unrelated.
Oh, he ain't listening. Yeah.
Are we good now?
Yes, we good.
All right.
Sorry, Captain.
On the 2012 site, I wanted to get some of your books, but there's no description. Like some of the names, the titles are a little unclear about what they're about. I hit you up on Facebook, but I know you're so busy. I never got a reply back to the message to see how can you find the book specific to what you want to know about, because it's the titles sometimes don't tell you what you want to know, and there's no description underneath it.
Okay.
For the
what exactly are you interested in? And then I can work with you with it.
Finances.
Finance or Fiance, Rich Mom, Poor Mom. These are two different books. Finance or Fiance, Rich Mom, Poor Mom, Inequity or Iniquity. Go ahead, say what's up, sister. This is the world.
Hey, now I'm with Miss Rab. I watch her videos, doing her pole dancing and whatnot. I love, yeah.
It's about me, guys.
Her page too lit. I can't get a friend request because I got in late, but you know what I mean. I still be checking
Slide them DMs.
right.
We start studying in here today.
Say it again real quick. The names of the book.
Okay, so Finance or Fiance, that's vegan power right there. Finance or Fiance, Rich Mom, Poor Mom. Those are two very good ones that I always suggest to the sisters. For economics, those are my top tier books for the females, even though it's for males as well, but it's geared towards the sisters. Finance or Fiance, Rich Mom, Poor Mom, Inequity or Iniquity, or the Sovereign Bible.
Sovereign Bible?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called Head of the Crown, but everybody calls it the Sovereign Bible. That's what the brothers from the community wind up calling it, so I start calling it that. So Sovereign Bible is a purple book. It has our flag on it, the New Covenant flag, but it's called Head of the Crown.
Head of the Crown. Okay. And is there any clarity on the situation or where to get the Sabi products from? Because you had told us to hold off on trying to get them because of the problems that they was having at the location in California. So is there anywhere reputable now to get the Sabi Cell food products?
Well, I think it may be still cool to go to that spot. However, you know, that's just a thought. I'm working with different parts of that particular community where I get mine. But if you want a direct source, or you are comfortable with me helping you broker the deal, I connect you with the people, and you do what you got to do with the family or what have you. So all you got to do is just hit me on that Brother Polite on Facebook.
All right. Well, you make sure you hit me back this time because I got messages just sitting in your inbox. You know.
Tonight, and you're going to get that message tonight. Just do something that's very specific to who you are so I can just lock in.
Right. So
get hit up crazy on that joint, but I'm looking.
I know. So I don't feel no type of way. I know how it is.
Thank you so much for your support, sister, of everybody that's here. And I appreciate you connecting, and definitely those books, Finance of Fiance, Rich Mom, Poor Mom, Inequity or Iniquity, and or Head of the Crowd, known as Starving Bible.
All right, and I'm gonna send you that message right now so I can get those safety products.
Yes.
All right, peace, brother.
Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. Philly in the house. We got Florida, Philly.
What's up?
Let's get it. Let's get brother. Let's get Passion. Who's Passion? Come on, brother Passion. Go ahead and speak. Who are you? Where you from?
Greetings, everybody. My name is Pierre from Atlanta. Everybody doing?
What's your name? Where you from?
Pierre.
I'm Pierre from Atlanta.
Ah, Atlanta in the building. What's up?
Peace up. A-Town down.
What's up, y'all? So I actually did my first conscious event with you, Brother Polite, in Atlanta. It was in 2012. And I just knew it was a conscious event.
Yeah, definitely dope.
And I seen your kids, I seen your kids making the books. Like that to me was like, okay, I'm following them. I don't care what he's doing. To see a family building and just your wives, their own little part that they were doing, that love is law and family is business. So what I'm here to do tonight, doing this live. So what you can see on my hat, right? You see the heart and the money.
Yeah, I love that.
What I'm building is that's geared towards, but at the same time, we can't forget about the wealth. I wanted to build a department for passion and wealth. Found out that you're doing an event on the 12th. I'm not going to be able to make that, but I want to see how we can build these departments for passion and wealth so people cannot.
Yeah, the internet service is a bit complicated.
I didn't.
So everything isn't coming through smoothly, but we making out what you're saying, brother. So keep talking.
Okay, cool. So my goal right now is to build the department for passion and wealth. I went in each city or each state. And right now my goal for every free logos, my goal is to do 10,000 logos for free. We're gonna be like, well, how is he making money? But that's when I start teaching 4 different things: real estate wholesaling, that's on the internet, investment into the foreign exchange market, or in business, general business, and that's something that I've been learning from you for a long time. But tonight, what I want to bring to the platform is free logos for everybody. It doesn't matter what business you've been thinking about logo, because I feel like it's our time to create. And what I'm going to do for everybody is not to create your logo, but I never seen a company that would create people and then put it on a hat and at least a shirt. So what I'm doing, I have the funds to do it. Well, I'm not going to say I have the funds, but I have the resources. Print your logo, make your logo, print your logo on a hat and shirt and mail it out to you. So that's my gift to everybody, and I feel to do it. Stop talking about what.
Do me a favor. I want you to put your information in the chat, because the plane is coming out choppy. Put it on mute. Put your computer on mute. What you're saying is coming out a bit choppy, but we are making it out for the most part. So I want you to put your link into the chat, and then also hit me up at Brother Polite and send me your data. What I'm going to do, when I re-upload the new videos, I will put your information out for the people to reach out to you. You got my word on that. So that's going to be good. When the last video I uploaded did over 10,000 so far in the first 6 hours or so. I presume that we're just going to keep rolling with that. Or I can put an annotation on this video where people can get your information and it'll be hyperlinked and they can go straight to it wherever you designate them to go. So just throw that in the chat and then go to facebook.com/Brother Polite and hit me up with that information. And I'll make sure that I promote your business on our page. Now, thank you for the support, my brother. Appreciate you, King. All right, let's go to Shaheed, why you did that? Go ahead, Shaheed, since you're already up here. Go ahead, my brother.
Peace and blessings, family. How you guys doing? I'm just pretty much coming here. All right, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's your name? Where you from?
Yeah, I'm Shaheed Ali. I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Currently residing outside of Boston right now, and I'm here. I'm like an open book, and support you, brother Polite, and just open up and receive the knowledge. That's about it. I'm just here to learn.
Man, I appreciate that. You have any questions for King Los or myself? Since you say you're a little outside the Baltimore area, you know that brother's from Baltimore. He's the heart of Baltimore to a lot of people because of his success. Any questions? Or you just here just riding the wave?
Like I said, I'm just riding the wave. Just learning.
I'm joking.
I'm ready to position myself and learn.
I dig it, man. Stay in tune. She's excited about it. We all excited about it. Keep it on mute. Hey, we in it. Yeah, make sure he got in. Yeah, so thank you, brother, for the support. And we're gonna go to okay, let's go, Mike. Let's get you on there. Mike, unmute your mic and let's see what it look like. What's your name? Where you from? Because sometimes y'all use different names. What's your name and where you from? Come on, Mike.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir. We see you and we hear you.
All right. My name is Mike Jones. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Mike Jones. I know that.
Yeah. I get that a lot. So I ain't the rapper or nothing like that.
You from Texas too, Mike Jones?
That's crazy.
Is that your nickname or that's your given name?
No, that's actually my name, man. What's funny though, that started in 7th grade. I didn't even know who the rapper was. So wow. I'm walking through and everybody's like, who? And I'm just like, I was a ball player too. So,
so you must get all the time, that Mike Jones.
Yeah, 20 years straight now, right?
So what's going on, brother? You from Texas. We got Florida in the building. We had Philly in the building. We had B-more in the building. We had Atlanta, Georgia in the building. So what do you have to contribute from your Texas community? What's on your mind?
Well, my whole thing was, and first I want to give credit to King Los because your equality explanation, man, was pretty. I like how you put it in different terms and stuff like that. My other thing is I've been following, ever since the Breakfast Club interview, and I kind of been on my own search for the awakening and consciousness and stuff like that.
As you should, sir. As you should.
Yeah, for sure. And so my thing was last night I was on the live stream with you. I got on, didn't know how to mute the mic. I kept changing the camera. But my thing is
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, man. I see your whole family back there. You always are supporting them on your gram and stuff like that.
And they always support me.
You
got nothing to do with me. But man, I don't even deal with pets. I don't like to enslave them like other people.
Oh, come on, man. It's a man's best friend, right?
Just like Gizmo.
Gizmo?
Gizmo was cute.
But yeah, I'm here. I'm just showing you this is all going on in real time. We got
for sure.
I'm just hanging out with my dogs. You feel me?
I'm actually I'm really honored, man. I'm really honored to actually be speaking finally. I know a lot of people write you on Facebook, but I'm ready to cross over into the new covenant. My thing was I've been reading about it. I've had the app for a month or so now.
Thanks for downloading the app, my brother.
No problem. My thing is and I don't mind telling the world this and anything like that. It's just I am trying to expand the vocabulary. So the vocabulary is very, very out there. So, and my thing was we don't have anything like this in Houston to have that consciousness. Now, David Banner did come here a couple months ago, earlier in the year. I'm not sure how really well that did as far as, the conscious community or something like that. But I was gonna go back to the Trump from last night.
Listening.
Did you as far as the protesting is concerned, are we more feeling like and by protesting and not actually having a plan to do all of these economic things?
Say that last part again about protesting and not having a plan. What's that you said just before that?
Are we just following and not actually having an economic plan because of the, I guess, the social experiment or programming, if you will, from years on where we are today? Because I did get to listen to you and Sadnetter and Brother Ishar, I believe his name is, earlier, and you spoke differently than last night. So
it's dope, man. You was in tune the whole day. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. My girlfriend, man, she will come here and be like, "Are you still watching Brother Polite?" And it'll be like 7 hours, coming after work. It just, I'm hungry, and the knowledge is there, man. And I want to be wealthy. That's my thing, and I want to do it the right way.
You go vegan yet?
Uh-oh.
And so I'm changing over. Actually, I love black water. I'm not gonna lie.
I got some black water.
Yo, I go to the store, and that was my first time, and people were like, "What is in this thing?" Like, people are actually scared to drink it, and I'm just like, just gotta do your research. And so,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What to do?
Oh, hold on.
I can't really hear you guys because it sounds like somebody's cutting in.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry about that. That was
a
jerk just started to infiltrate. There's a bunch of heterosexual men in here having a conversation.
Yeah, it's in the food, right?
Into our conversation. Needless to say, we got him out of here, family. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate that.
Bunch of heterosexual men in here having a conversation. All right, man. Now, who's that? Come on, G. Thank you for making a great entrance into this conversation. Yeah. People be popping up, boy. I only put that link out there but 3 times. Y'all been holding on. Yeah, brother. So we got to wrap up our conversation with you, but I definitely feel that a lot of us do not have a plan whatsoever. So,
right.
But this is the case with black people every election. They don't be having no plan for when someone comes to the office. It's unspoken of. Like, oh man, when they get into office, I'm going to do this in light of the things they say they're going to do. No, we just sit here and say, man, I hope he just changed this shit, and I just feel the effects. That's like how we be thinking a lot of times. Well, we really supposed to be here sizing it up. If that happens, then I know I'm gonna do this. If this happens, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna watch throughout the course of this person's presidency to see when that plan gets enacted, if it gets passed, if it's vetoed, if it's approved. This is what we're supposed to do. That's the mind state we should be in. So that's what we're encouraging everybody to do. Catch up with those previous promises, lock into it, and see how it could affect you most.
Right. So is and my last thing is the new covenant.
Somebody asked, "What the F is black water, fam?"
I can actually get up and get me a bottle, but
let's everybody say goodbye to the violent homosexual return of the brother. He's out of here. Yo, ain't I tell you I was gonna whip your ass when I see you? Come on, return of the brother. Now, I had offered him, we should have let him come into the link too. Hold on. I offered him an opportunity. Hold on. I offered this guy an opportunity on Sign of the Channel where I said I will pay my way to see him wherever he wants to see me. And he choked. Yep. He choked. Remember that day? I said, yo, bro, I will personally pay. You are one of those trolls where I literally have to spend my own money and I will find you. We can meet each other. He started copying. I ain't never said nothing negative about you. Come on, I'm a black man. You a black man. Why we gotta be like that? Bro, you need to get your ass kicked. You need to get your ass kicked, man. That guy is very disrespectful. And when I tried to stop this virtual world, and pardon me, family, but I'm just not one of those brothers who's gonna tell you some black people don't need to get their ass kicked. I am so very patient, but that man trolls me everywhere I go. I've never been on no one's channel. I've been on nobody's channel. I done did people favors who just started setting up their channel, only had 3 views. He's one of them. I'm telling you, he's everywhere I go. This is just to the point. I'm like, man, This is some homoerotic behavior. If we look at my Vlad TV interviews, he's responded to almost 1,000 people's comments. I took the time out to read all the comments. Anyone that says, man, Brother Polite is intelligent, he's right behind him. No, he's not. Man, Brother Polite is great. He is ungreat. Like, this is what he's like. He has to have a whole team. And it's every hour of the clock. I don't even know if he's a human being.
Hey, Mike, mute your joint, man.
You know, like, you know when you got to type in your password and they give you the little squiggly letters and they ask you to retype it? I don't know if he's one of those machines that's just an upgrade. Like he might be a cyborg troll. He might be a cyborg troll. He might be part machine, part nigga, and part troll.
Part machine, part nigga.
Yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, everybody like the same braid behind that computer, yo.
Yo, but when I see trolling for all the hours out the day, whether it's AM, noon, night, I'm like, where do you get the time to do this to someone's life? You feel me? Like, are you paid to do this, or are you so sick that you just keep up to date? Like, he probably downloaded the app and he's just making sure he sees everything I do whenever I do it.
What if he's like a billionaire and he hired like a whole company of people just to monitor you?
We gonna get your ass returned to the brother. That's a fact.
No. Y'all watch you say that.
Pause. Yeah.
Oh, really? I'll be back in that case.
He probably sweating in his drawers with his nipples pierced and mad tattoos, just going crazy in there, man. So yeah.
He was sweating in his drawers.
Come on, all right, man. But brother, let's get some other people in there. Connect with me on Facebook, Brother Polite.
I did. My info is on. I did send you a message, but like I said, I know you get. I put in on Facebook.
What name did you send the message?
You look like
it's Mike Jones. It's on it. I typed a brief message. But like I said, go ahead.
Send it again tonight.
Okay, but so I guess we can connect on the new covenant as well, because I'm very serious about getting involved.
I appreciate you.
You also talked about
I'm gonna talk to you. We're gonna get it.
Okay, absolutely. I'll let everybody else get what they need. I appreciate you, Brother Light. Salute to you, King Los, and the whole family. You guys, can't wait to meet you guys.
You hear me, Mike? Mike?
No, sir. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You gotta go vegan, bro. It's the only way.
Oh, I need the education, man. I need the knowledge, and I'm definitely ready to go. I got a Whole Food store right across the street from me. I happen to live in a whitest Caucasian community, because you know, like, but demographically. But I'm definitely ready, man. I appreciate it.
You follow me on social media?
I'm just now getting connected to all that stuff, because my page is very diverse, and it's a lot of ignorance going on, but no excuses. Send me the information.
Which one do you have? You have Twitter, IG, Facebook. Which one?
I have Instagram.
Okay, I'm Instagram. Follow me. I'm IAMKINGLOS. I am King.
I got you.
I'm gonna send you the Dr. Sebi nutrition list.
Absolutely.
We got started.
Yeah, we're not playing.
That's
yeah, definitely not. I appreciate you guys, man. I finally got my opportunity. I didn't know he was gonna be here, King Los, but hey, you know, blessings.
Hey, you trying to reach those levels, though. It's all cognitive, bro. You gotta feed your body right.
Absolutely.
You're trying to process and do a lot of stuff, but you gotta have that right mechanics going on. You can't put certain fuels in certain vehicles, and whatever you put in the vehicle is what the production you're gonna get out of it. All right.
It's all to do with frequency. Yeah, I understand. And patience.
You ain't gonna be around.
Right. Knowledge is patience, right, Brother Polite? I think he said that today in the live stream. So.
And of course, Ashley said, "Breast milk is life," or whatever that means to a brother your age.
Well, I also got a 5-year-old son. So I definitely.
Well, if it's Ashley, he should be breastfed anyway. So don't worry about it.
I got a 5-year-old son, so you know I definitely want him to be
as he should be.
educated.
Niggas be growing full-blown beards. If you leave it to Ashley, they still be on their mom.
All right, man. Is it cool if I stay in the chat with you guys?
Yeah, stay in there, my brother.
Yo, peace, brother. Good chat.
See you too, my
very positive young brother. I like you.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
I drive and still being breastfed. Hey, Ma, just got my license. Sit on my lap while I take you to the store. Oh.
That nigga was little bitty bitty, still sucking on his.
Hey, Kashim. Brother Kashim, unmute your mic. What's this over here?
Strawberry hemp granola.
Okay, Kashim's not responding. Oh, he might respond. You about to respond, Kashim?
Well.
What's your name? Where you from, Kashim? Talk to us, Kashim. You lit up a little.
And it's nice to have somebody who you know you can eat with them.
Yeah.
Like, you know they got the right stuff. You know I ain't gonna.
All right, Kashim.
Stir it up.
Enough is enough, Kashim. We're gonna go over.
That's the Audi 5000.
Let's get the brother Kid Scream. Kid and Scream. Let's get you.
Yo, what's up? What's up? You can hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
What's going on, Polite?
What's up, King?
It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. I respect everything you're doing. I like the whole movement you got going on, and
thanks, brother.
I'm 22 years old, and I'm very inspired by what you're doing.
Oh, where you at? What's your name? Where you from?
My name's Udo, and I'm in Georgia.
We got another brother.
Georgia.
Hey, what's up, baby?
So I don't know if I'm gonna come back or not. I'm on a mission.
Man, you better come back. Hold on.
So me?
Right now, brother.
I'm from a family, first generation. My family's from Nigeria, so.
See you later.
I'm
I'm coming right now. Give me a few seconds.
All right.
Because
I'm on the mission. That's a small time thing.
I'm at. How long was it? Let it wait. I was done in like 10 minutes. Oh, all right, you're right, back.
Never.
Never.
Yo, don't disappear.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sis. Thank you, sister.
Bye.
Bye, baby girl. Don't say bye. You coming back? What you doing? What y'all doing? There's another tricky Negro out there. Damn, tricky Negro.
A trick bro.
I grabbed her by the
A trick
cooch.
Negro.
I grabbed her by the cooch. Okay, let me
Oh, you
stop.
talking about Trump? That's a quote from Trump.
Yeah. Go ahead, my brother. So you say you in Georgia as well. What part of Georgia?
Henry County.
Henry
County. A little bit from Atlanta.
Hey, Shawty, what's up? What's happening, Shawty? Goddamn, what happening, goddamn?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling. I'm just trying to get educated on this finance stuff, the economics, how to make some money, man. How a young man,
that's right.
How a young black man can make some money.
That's a fact.
Because I feel like just most of my life, the focus hasn't really been on money, and I'm starting to realize how serious that is. Like, for example, my main focus my entire life has been on consciousness, how higher consciousness and all that. But then how you brought out the definition of spiritualities, stuff like that, and how that actually relates to money. And so it just opened my eyes to the fact how I'm trying to be so conscious and spiritual, but I've been neglecting real spirituality in the sense that I haven't really been making moves on how to make money. So how can you have any advice you could give someone like me on how to make some money? Because recently I started affiliate marketing. I've been looking into binary options and things like that. So I'm just wondering if you got any advice or practical things I could do.
Okay. Well, one of the things I would do is suggest that you either get the Sovereign Bible, because that'll walk you through step by step, or Tax Lien, Tax Deed. That is the introduction to investing in a no-risk opportunity, void of having to use me for anything. All right. So I always suggest Pennies Off of Millionaires, Tax Lien, Tax Deed, or the Sovereign Bible, which is also known as Head of the Crown on 2012stores.com. So those
Sovereign
are
Bible.
Yeah, Sovereign Bible, or Introduction to the Tax Lien Tax Deed, and or Pennies Off of Millionaires. Those are very good. Pennies Off of Millionaires. Designed in a way, if you have very little monies, you can still create an opportunity from having very little to nothing. And again, all those are things that have nothing to do with having to really fund me per se to do anything. That's all about this. You reading the books and applying the information.
Gotcha.
And then stay in tune with the social media to get additional data. Yellow.
Oh, by the way, I'm on Twitter. Follow me at Young Hentai, YUNG Hentai, HENTAI. I'm on Twitter.
You gotta hit us up and leave a message so we can know to follow you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I follow you.
You want me to follow you in the?
I am King Los. So if you follow me, I follow you back.
I got you.
And I be dropping jewels all the time too. You know, I be on there just saying different things too, so you can pick up, you know, here and there.
I am King what?
I am King Los.
That's a fact.
Los.
Yeah,
LOS.
LOS.
Gotcha.
In here too. He about to type it into the chat too. This bitch is dope.
I got a few questions though.
Yeah, let's throw one or two of them out there, my brother.
I know you have what's your stance against gay people? Like me personally, for one, I'm not gay, but
yeah,
I
you
really
know you have to say that. Disclaimer.
My view on gay people is just as if like if you gay, then you gay. Like that's just preference. I don't really see an issue with it other than the fact that you're not procreating with women anymore and you're not making children. But other than that, it's not really. I don't see how it really hinders like a race or society anyway. Well, I was just wondering what your view on it is.
Well, it definitely can hinder a race. I'm not gonna lie to you, but for the obvious reasons, right? And the not so obvious reasons, as far as creating a healthy family. Of course, that's going to be an opinion of people who, by tradition, realize the expedience of having a male and female in the house. What I don't like, and this is the problem, I'm going to talk to you real good about this situation right here. I agree we shouldn't attack people based on their sexual preference. I also feel that if people are secure with themselves, they can take a few shots, so to speak, meaning jokes can be made about people, because Black people endure jokes about themselves, white people endure jokes about themselves. If they are going to ask people to accept them, then they also have to take the shots and the jokes that come with it, because then it can be normalized for what it's worth. Now I'm gonna move forward. We clearly see that there is an agenda. Like Return of the Brother. He's an example. The guy that was over there in the chat.
That shit was funny, by the way. I can't lie.
You know, and it's only befitting that we have this conversation because Return of the Brother actually initiated it just by his existence. So what the thing that causes the problem is that there is an actual gay agenda. There is a conspiracy to effeminize the Black man. Yes. I'm saying these things void of any kind of biasness towards homosexuals, lesbians, and transgenders and the likes. It is very clear historically and into contemporary times that the oppressive forces endeavor to effeminize aggressive or potentially aggressive warrior-like Black men. And the agenda behind it is to effeminize them. That is to say, to make them more female in nature. It's actually true. So where the problem comes in with the conscious Black man is he's looking at his brother, like Return of the Brother, he's looking at Black men behave in this homosexual manner, and he can't help but to contemplate that this brother has been duped into being part of an agenda that is designed to hinder us as a community. That's because of the gay agenda. Does this mean that he couldn't have naturally just found himself in a space where he's gay or same gender loving, as they say, for those who don't like gay. He could have. He can actually believe like this is his disposition, this is how he feels. That is not my argument, nor is it my conversation. My point of contention is there's an agenda to do that to us because it puts us at a disadvantage. Once I realize that for what it is, the gay man has to own that and say the way you are is the way the oppressor wants you to be to hinder our race. So don't come here and act like you don't understand why we're angry. That's where the issue is at with me. You know, now I don't necessarily have to be angry, but I am definitely flustered when I see our brothers contribute to our community's demise. Because once we learn that the oppressive forces or the tyrannical fascists create that type of sexual algorithm within the confines of our community to work to our disadvantage, then you have to now really boss up. What hurts me more is not only are we aware of the gay agenda because it works to someone else's advantage, not ours. What hurts me more is when they then, after being gay, fight for rights to be gay, above and beyond the first set of rights we were supposed to be fighting for, which is the Black rights, the racial rights. Okay, and we know historically that the gay rights movement was used to usurp the Black nationalist movement while in the 60s. The momentum was gaining, and then once we wound up in the 70s, we wound up having all these world's first gay senators and congressmen and women creating all sorts of bills and laws to deflect and defer our attention away from the quickly growing momentum of Black nationalism. Those of us that know our history, and I did a presentation on this, likely to do it again and elaborate in even greater detail than the very last one as we keep compounding interest with data. When you know these things, now you have to look at your brother and say, damn, in light of all this knowledge that has come to pass, whether that is something that's in you or not, that is not my point of contention. My point of contention is it puts us at a disadvantage. People use that sexual preference against us for all sorts of reasons. And thus, when I see Black men fighting for gay rights with less zeal towards fighting for Black rights, and should you have an ultimatum, fight for the Black rights. You know why? Because when Black people can establish themselves as a nationality, as a race, and even sovereign in certain capacities, not some form of autonomy, then we can have the conversation within our community where we stand on sexuality. But fighting for sexuality rights, while we remain Africans of a diaspora suffering from an acculturation process, that is to say that we are adopting foreign tradition and ideas as our very own. That's what causes the problem for me. There's just too many layers of oppression set around the effeminization of the Black man that implicates us and hinders us in our ability to effectively mobilize, that is to say, to organize, calling our people to service for the better good. That's the problem, my brother.
It's way too deep. It's way too deep. Like you can take it there, then you can also say the lack of true family structure is reflective of that. So when you don't have a dad, per se, to instill certain morals in you, you become more feminized, more like your mothers. And then there's the sexual abuse factor where people have tricked people's minds into believing that they're a certain way. I mean, there's so many damaging things around it, but I think one of the things that I really look at is that if you look ancestrally, if you look at our lineage and where we come from, you know, man, woman, and child was our original trinity. That was our original thing. So anything outside of that, it never was presented as, you know, man, 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 or woman, woman, woman. That's the way the family structure was left. Our ancestors left it for us to understand this is how you create God within your family. And you take man, woman, and that creates child. So, you know, that's just one of the things.
I would also like to ask, has a gay man ever been raped to the point that he became heterosexual? Because we know heterosexual men to have been molested or raped and then become gay.
Right.
I don't know what the statistics are on people turning heterosexual after they've been raped gay.
Right.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but hey, not even rape though, but like
See,
but like
just food for thought.
Could a homosexual man maybe have an encounter with a woman that changes his life? I don't know. Like could a woman just get on? He'd be like, man, hold on, I don't know what I was missing all this time. Because sometimes I think it's like I know gay women who want to be recognized as women. They're like, yeah, I'm a woman and I like women, but recognize and respect that I'm a woman. Then I know gay women that are like, don't come at me with that woman stuff. I'm a boy. I think like a man. I feel like a man. And if you say something about it like a girl, like, but girl, you look good. They be like, man, that's that gay stuff. And it's just like the way people see it.
Yo, what up, Polite? What up, homeboy? This is the brother. Don't block me out now. Let's do this right now, brother.
Yo, are you that on time?
Hey, is that you, bro? Hey, get his ass, bro.
I always find my way back. Brother. What's up? What's up, Polite?
Show your face, King.
You see my face right there.
Are you ready to meet
I
up?
bet you he not even go on camera.
Oh yeah, I can meet up, but make sure you bring a pocket full of money with you. All right.
Are you ready to meet up? That's all I want to know.
You make sure you bring some money. Bring some money with you.
Meet up at
the Bronx.
Every time. Where can we meet up at?
I said the Bronx.
At the Bronx. Oh, that's perfect. Where in the Bronx you want to meet at? Where's the date? Show your face.
You coming by yourself or you coming with a crew?
I'm coming with a crew. We gonna fuck you up, nigga.
Oh, of course. So that's sucker shit. That's that sucker. If you coming with that girl behind you, bring her. Bring that girl behind you. Then I'll definitely meet. Shit.
Coward, bro. Hey, yo.
Hold on.
Hey, yo.
Hold on. Where did you do that? Yo, let me explain something. Yo, let me explain something.
Mike is full up.
Yo, let me explain. Let me explain
Yo,
something.
did he leave?
Hold on,
Yeah, he dipped out after that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call on you, T.
But you know what the crazy thing is? The crazy thing is really the adoration that he has. He really adores
he can't get it done.
He can't get it done. He wants that direct.
Oh man, that nigga fast. But listen to this. Let me explain this to y'all.
See, that's what it's right there. His daddy wasn't there. His daddy was never there. Now he reaching out for daddy like niggas.
Now watch this. Now he in the Bronx. Before he wasn't even in New York. Now he moved to the Bronx.
He flew to the Bronx.
So let me explain something to y'all. Y'all gotta understand this. Where I'm from, you couldn't disrespect me in front of my wife without me expecting my wife to get the pen in her pocket and poke your ass. Like, we're from a special space out of New York that there's no way in hell anyone related to me is gonna watch me have a fight. When you disrespect me, the presumption is that you disrespected everyone I'm affiliated with, because you must know, to disrespect Los is like saying Polite his ass.
Right.
Because you see me rocking with him.
You gonna get these hands, nigga.
So that's how we think. That's where we from. Anybody you disrespect, you gotta understand, you gotta presume that comes with the whole workforce. Oh man, you cowardice. Yeah. Well, just don't fuck with me, because I'm not gonna play fair, because I played fair before and got shot. So I'm not doing that no more again in the rest of my life. We coming with every motherfucking thing. Even the kitchen sink to bash you over the motherfucking head. Then we gonna use it to clean out kale. Can't get a kale yet.
Black flower.
Black flower.
Hey, I got one more question though. I know I took a lot of time, but I got one more question. This one pretty deep.
Right, but let me just tell the people, man, we make light of this crazy shit. So just understand it's always real. I'm not your traditional leader in the community. I like to have fun. I'm not gonna let these types of things stress me out. But damn, that brother is a stalker. He was excited too when he got on. He heard his voice and he was like, yo, I'm on. Yo. I like to give a shout out to my Yo, he thought he was on Hot 97 or some shit. Yo, I kind of like when he calls it with that bullshit. Yeah, but go ahead, my brother. Then I'm gonna call on my man.
All right. This one a pretty deep one. I even might have a book I might write about it. But
That's what's up. Come on.
How you feel about consciousness and human beings being multidimensional beings? Like, because from what I learned, especially like when we take things like psychedelics, especially like ayahuasca, we're actually able to access other dimensions. And from what I believe, the dimensions are accessed based on our brainwave frequency. For example, like alpha, beta, theta, and delta, which by my theory, I'm just drawing some theories on it, but how do you feel about that, about our consciousness being multidimensional?
I feel there's multi dimensions of thought. And I do understand we alter the frequencies of the human body, that it can put us in, like they say, psychedelic states. There's different states of consciousness. So I agree along those lines that we may be able to use some of those states to our better advantage. So I'm down with all of that. I actually believe that's why this thing called drugs is a very tricky scenario. I personally don't use drugs because I don't know how to trust them. But I don't think people are wrong for using drugs. And I'm gonna tell you why. I've seen people use drugs like Molly, right? Or what's this shit called? Is it ecstasy? I say Molly. I've seen niggas pop Molly, right? And they started tapping in to some of their deepest and darkest fears. And I've seen other people tap into some of their deepest thoughts and start going in nonstop. And the real came out of them. And I'm like, damn, how bad is that drug? Seeing somebody come forth with the real positive things that they think of and what they want to accomplish in life, and then actually access information that they never knew how to articulate. But under the guidance of the drug, they was going in. Now, POLIGHT is not asking you guys to start popping pills. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, and I refuse to do that. I got to say it several times so you understand. Lay off the Molly. What I'm saying is this. Understand a lot of the medicine comes from the very drugs that they condemn. Meaning, a lot of the drugs that's used for pain and a lot of the suffering come from cocaine. It's a fact. But then they mix it up with something else, gives you all these different side effects, and then you're dealing with some chaos.
Like Ritalin.
You see, I'm not talking about crack, because crack made from cocaine. But crack that shit is a monster. People can be functional on cocaine. People don't be functional on no damn crack like that. Yeah, you got functional crackheads, but crack is a fucking beast because it's really.
That's a dimension. Crackhead is a dimension by itself.
Crackhead will know how to put your TV in their back pocket unnoticed.
And scale down the side of a building. Yo,
scaffold.
Yo, like crackheads is amazing, bro.
How you feel about DMT though? Like ayahuasca and DMT, spirit molecule, and all that.
I believe if we can control the growth of these things, like for instance, like with these marijuana plants, there's male plants and there's female plants. Like you got to take that into consideration. You feel me? And then they do homosexual cross-pollinating with weed plants on purpose. Like these things are taking place, but then we got to get back into botany so we can really approach this thing more meticulously. Because I personally believe, though I don't use the drugs, I have no reason to lie about it. I'm very honest about every other thing going on in my life. If y'all keep up with me on social media. But I personally believe that a lot of these things called drugs can be used to access portals or spaces of consciousness that can actually help empower us in many ways. I believe that. It's just the damn people manipulating it in the industry. So now if I really want to get technical, I got to be more hands-on. Grow it, know the grower, and really connect with some of these drugs out here. But the word drugs has such a negative connotation. I believe that they do that to keep the smart or the brilliant in the masses from accessing it to go to places that we really need the drugs to probably jumpstart it. But the word drugs is the negative shit around it that's going to disable us from using it.
I don't think the proper term for marijuana is drugs either.
Exactly.
Just because it's from nature. So it's not really a drug, you know?
Uh-oh, I hear laughing.
It's not really a drug. It's from nature. It's a herb. It's a plant.
Well, I believe the laughter is because you smoke weed.
Yes.
So they're like, well, he's in defense of the drug.
No, but the thing is, like, I smoke weed, but I'm not like a pothead. You feel me? Like, I went years without smoking. I can stop in one day. I've stopped. I just took a detox.
When I met you, you wasn't smoking.
Yeah, right. So like I didn't smoke the whole time. Like my son, 3 years old, I didn't smoke till my son was 3. You know, so at the end of the day, I'm not dependent upon it, but I have used it to go to other portals, to go to other places, to free my mind. It's been so much stress.
I believe that.
You know, and all the health benefits of marijuana. It was a baby on Instagram that they posted the video on Instagram. The baby was having seizures, and they took the marijuana and had it into a mist and was spraying up the baby's nose, and it instantly stopped. So, you know, when I talk about marijuana, they use it medicinally, which would probably try to make it a drug, or if they couple it with other things, it'd be drugs, but it's a natural plant. That's not really a drug until you start mixing other stuff in it. So like you said, if they're taking it and they're cross-pollinating or doing that with 2 male plants, that's unnatural. Once you get out of nature, then it's other things. But as long as you keep stuff natural, you know what I'm saying? Even if I do smoke, I smoke organic hemp papers. You know, if I roll up, I'm not smoking tobacco leaves or none of those other things. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it as natural as I can, but at the same time, I use that to escape and go to other places because I don't want to be down here on a low level dealing with all this low level frequencies, and you know I want to be on a high frequency. So
high frequency
drug. I might get
it's
up on
a high frequency drug.
You know what I'm saying? I meet that with my mind, but your mind also got to be elevated because you could be in a low place and then you be just dependent on stuff.
He dropping bars, y'all don't even realize. I keep up with so much of his music, he's still rapping. You don't even realize. Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely have him spit.
You don't want to be dependent on it because I think that's what almost makes it a drug. Because sex could be a drug. You know,
that's a fact.
Anything could be a drug. Eating could be a drug. You know, because you don't want to be dependent upon things. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole point. You want to be in control of what you got going on, and you don't want what you got going on to control you. And that's my whole thing with it. You know.
All right, let's get G. G, you good?
What's good?
I'm gonna eject some of y'all.
Kick some people out.
So some new people come in. I'm putting the link in the chat again.
We've been kicking it with y'all.
And we're gonna keep it going. Ejecting some of you. Go ahead, G.
We're
Can you hear me?
to Blackwater.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on, y'all?
Doing good, bro. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm G Piers. I'm originally from Saginaw, Michigan. I'm residing in Texas right now.
Oh, we got another Texan. What's good?
Nah, I'm a Michigan dude all the way. I don't associate with Texas. I just live here.
That's what it is. Midwest.
All day.
Detroit. Let's get it. So,
yeah, so
your mind, my brother. I see you enjoying yourself over there. I see you in there.
oh, for sure, man. Because I've been following you for quite some time now. Because like I've been like following like the knowledge that you spit, and like I really appreciate that. I feel like we need more people like you, especially like in our like amongst the Black people. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that.
Break time.
In fact, appreciate that. Got any questions, comments, my brother?
I had one thing. It kind of like, I don't know, it kind of made me tight a little bit. I get on Instagram this morning, and then I'm seeing, of course, like everybody mad that Trump won the election or whatever. And I see like people in particular, I'm just go ahead and say the name. I saw Tyrese. He posted this pic talking about I'm just blown away. I'm just at a loss for words. And then he went on to say how like for those of you that didn't vote, it's really y'all fault. Like, I'm paraphrasing. This ain't his exact words, but I'm paraphrasing. He's basically saying like the people who didn't vote, it's their fault that he won. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, so you mean to tell me that the better alternative was to vote for this wishy-washy ass broad who put many Blacks in prison and all of this other bull crap? And I'm just like, okay, so you would rather me vote for her than to like. All right, so basically, like you want me to vote for her instead of vote for him. So because I chose not to vote for anybody, I basically chose him, and I think that's bullshit.
And you do know if we make up only 14% of the nation, we still need white people and other races to join in on the voting system. Like if everybody voted that was black, we still needed some white folks to participate.
Exactly. And,
So,
and honestly, like, and it's like a lot of people don't even. My bad, I ain't even cut you off.
For Trump be in office. That's my perspective.
Yo, what's his name? What's your name, bro?
My name's G Pierce, but I go by Prince G.
Prince G, this King Los, man. Check this out. Let me tell you something.
What's good?
What people do is so weird to me, but you got to start looking at the way people think and don't react so much emotionally. Because I went through this. We all went through the same thing today. When I text him, I was like, yo, what you doing? He was like, thinking.
That's all it was.
I was like, let me give you a couple hours then.
That's a fact.
Because we are reacting to our people's reactions. We're not political, you know, we're not religious, we're conscious. So we're looking at all our people be scatterbrained and I'm so hurt and I'm just, listen, let me tell you something.
That's what's destroying us, really.
No, for sure, but let me tell you something about how to see the way people think. The way, and I don't want to single out Tyrese, but since he made, you're referring to him, let's say in reference to his comment. When people say, you didn't vote, so you're the problem. First and foremost, how can they say you didn't vote? That automatically goes to you made Trump win. That's stupid because there's a 50-50 thing. So it has nothing to do with, if I didn't vote, I'm not on neither side. I did not vote and now I'm on Trump's side. I made Hillary lose. That's stupid. Because let me tell you what they're insinuating. They're insinuating something that they always try to cover up. Mm-hmm. They're insinuating that there is a white majority out there and that they know the white majority is already in some sort of rule which oppresses us. But when we're conscious and we out here screaming, we being oppressed, we being oppressed, we being oppressed, they just want to run and, you know, go to the church, let's pray, let's do this. But then they tell you if you don't participate that you're part of the problem. But what about when they're part of the problem where we're trying to prevent this from ever even being something that's happening in our natural lives? We got two people who don't deserve to preside over any person in this country. And now it's our problem because y'all want to push at the last minute. Y'all want to cram knowledge at the last minute when we've been doing this shit for the last 2-3 years, warning you every day, saying this, telling you to eat better, think better, do this. Now you want to come last minute and say, all the conscious people that didn't vote, it's your fault. You just placing blame, brother. And you need to stop doing that because we could blame a lot of stuff on people that's not conscious, but we don't do that.
That's an absolute fact.
So at the end of the day, bro, don't be affected by these people. Don't let these people get into your mind because one thing you got to know as a conscious man, you got to elevate your thought process even beyond the mind of a fool. Don't like these dudes is fools, bro. I'm telling you, they straight fools. I'm watching people wake up talking about how disturbed they are over what happened as if this hasn't been happening in the last 100 years in America.
For real.
And they don't use this as an opportunity to wake up either. They use this as an opportunity to turn around and blame other black people. You got to look at that, bro. That's a sickness. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, keep going forward. Keep going forward. Don't even look back at these stupid comments because I tell you, sometimes these people make me stupid. I get stupid just intertwining in the stupidity. You know, I get stupid sometimes. And I was hurt and mad this morning when I saw black people apologizing to Barack and Michelle about Trump being president as if now we bear that, like that's something that we did. As if white America didn't vote Donald Trump in there, knowing that they have the majority vote in this country. Come on, bro. We can't lose it. So what we gonna do? It's time to get conscious and get our families conscious and just keep moving forward. Guess what? Everybody can't get on the boat, bro. Everybody can't ride. Some niggas got to get left in the dust. That's just how it is, bro. We got to do that. So we got to take the ones that we have and we have to recreate culture with the ones that we have so our kids can be taught culture from birth. That way you don't have to be 35 years old just realizing some shit. You know, you need to know it when you're 3 years old and you need to grow up in it. You know, so my whole thing is getting black women conscious. Because the more you get black women conscious, the more they'll only choose conscious men, and then maybe they'll have conscious families. You dig what I'm saying? We can't worry about what Tyrese said. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck all that.
They like, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyrese said something. Okay. All right, Todd, you want to sit down and help us figure it out, or you want to get on Instagram and talk about how disgusted you are with everybody? That's the problem. I got family who wants to preach to me all these different things, but guess what? They can't even have a conversation because when it gets tough, they just want to hang up.
Facts. I know that.
Look,
I've been there. I've been there.
I can't do this, and then they want to run. And I'm like, you know what? How are we ever going to get to the real root of what's going on if every time it gets tough, you run? And then they tell me that I'm doing all these things that are deemed demonic or you know, evil and all this. And I'm like, well, why do I have more patience than you? Why am I sitting here willing to forgive you, talk to you, but you can't stand the very thought of even speaking with me because you just can't take me. I just can't take you.
Yeah, it's like so many people like be craving for the truth, and then once they get the truth, they can't handle it.
Come on, bro, because they never wanted it. They never wanted it. When you want the truth, you know what you do? You go through leaps and bounds to get there. You go through leaps and bounds to get the truth. You don't. When you want the truth, you go into some dark, cold, lonely places.
Los talking that talk.
When you want the truth, nigga, it don't matter what nobody else think. You'll leave your girl, your mama, everybody. The truth is important to you. Yeah. I just in that space where, guess what? I'm not putting nobody over my truth, bro. Because once I got my son and my family and we good, whatever the rest of the world tends to think or whatever they want to believe in, hey, that's their truth. You know what I'm saying? If there's a saying that says, he who believes he can and he who believes he can't are both right.
Word.
So just know that, you know, if you want to be around a bunch of naysayers and people who feel that way, kick them to the side, man. People only want to speak up now in this election time. Right. We've been talking all year long about things that's going on. And look, watch what come out now after this about Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
Soon as Trump do a couple good things and
don't forget
dancing again, watch what come out about Hillary, and then black people gonna be like,
yeah, don't jump on the bandwagon.
Just watch how it come out, bro. They so late, you know, but educate who you can and leave behind who don't want to ride, bro. And just
that's why I had to like stop associating with certain people. I even had to like learn I had to love certain family members from a distance because they not there.
Love them though. Just love them.
Yeah, love them from a distance.
And look, love them and just let them know this. My love for you is strong. It's always here whenever you want to come back and get it. But I'm not staying here waiting for you to, you know, I'm not hold myself back to love you.
For real.
I'm gonna hurt myself to love you, and I'm not gonna let you hurt me.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Because dog, I done went through it with fam, and I'm telling you, I had family just not talk to me. You know, even that hurts. Like the absence, but guess what? I gotta keep it pushing, bro.
For real. And then I even said this before the election, and I'm gonna continue to say this. Like no matter who's in office, like we still gotta get it. Like we still gotta get this money. Like me personally, like me, I'm an artist. Like I'm finna try to get this art money. I ain't finna let who's in office stop me from doing that. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't really got nothing to do with you, bro. When I said this today on Twitter, a white president or a black president is not neither one of those people's jobs to fix and heal the black community. If it says it takes a village to raise a child, guess what? Fix the village. It's the village, bro. What we want about a president, like that's almost like saying it's up to a billionaire to make money for poor people in hoods and urban communities. How?
Yeah, that's ass backwards.
He's gonna naturally deal with billionaires, naturally. Right. And, you know, I never met some of these people till I moved up in life and moved to where I am. It's just how it is. It's the ranking of life. It's almost like nature, you know? So at the end of the day, we can't look at a president to fix the black community, whether he's black or white. Period, point blank. We got to fix the black community.
Now, don't y'all see why you got to support artists like King Los? Make sure you
exactly. Like I've been fucking with King Los for a while. Like I got his last album, which was fire, by the way.
What's the name? Look, yo. So what I want to do, y'all stay on. What's up, Melanin Sutek? I see you, sis. What I want to do, because the people was asking for you to give it up. So you know I gotta do this. You want an acapella? You want us to find a beat? We just gonna make a freestyle.
Can I say this real quick though?
Yeah, say it. Up.
Yeah, this for both of y'all, brother. Like and Lowe's. Like I'm like I said, I'm an artist on the rise. So like y'all follow me on Instagram at Prince G, the artist. It's PRINCE.
Hey, all you gotta do is send us follow us, send us a message. Slide in the DMs, whatever you want to do. We're going to see you and we're going to respond to that, bro. We on it all day.
All right.
Because we're
Sure,
not
I
gonna
got you.
remember right here. That's just being honest with you. I want you to be as effective as you possibly can.
You know that.
Yeah, it's like because I got plans. I got plans for this art right here.
Make sure you hit me up on every social media, on everything I got. My name is the same on everything. I am King Host, and I definitely get back to you. If you got art, we'll post it. I might need some for the crib. We put art in our cribs, you know. So, you know, that's love.
He's what the game needs.
So I'm actually working on a piece right now.
We about to go crazy.
About to go crazy.
You know.
What kind of instrumental? You got.
It don't matter. Just put.
Don't matter. Let me
You
get
know, it
something.
don't matter. Just put hip hop instrumental in this. Oh, go ahead. Just do your thing, man. You know, hey, I was gonna say something too while you finding that get out. You know, I wanted to interject a while back about equality too. We don't create systems of who's gonna be a president either, and I think that's imperative for our community. We need to start raising up young Black presidents. We need a young Black president society. And we need to build that so we are actually raising scholars to become politics that are on our side, that are going to implement the policies and the things that we need. You know, we need to start raising presidents, not looking at who we get and making choices. Actually develop and raising our own presidents. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what we need to start doing.
Say, yo, for those of y'all who don't know, you got to understand when I was on the Breakfast Club and I said, yo, this man right here is the best lyricist. And people said, man, who the fuck are you talking about? Did they send me hate mail? Yo, I'm like, did you hear this, man? It's about to go down.
Oh yeah, real quick, Bo Polite.
I'm about to do this one for Pop, nigga.
I gotta call.
Because right now, Pop would be turned up, nigga.
Yo, you think he joking too?
Pop would be turned up, nigga.
Yo, listen, man.
I was to bring Pop from the dead, nigga.
Listen, y'all, I was in the studio with him and Puff. And he had to do some work for Puff, and he tapped into some Biggie energy that was ridiculous because that's what was demanded of him. And I didn't even know what the scenario was, but I already knew, yo, that shit sound like Big. And you know, I'm from Brooklyn, so I'm not giving nobody that credit. That we biased as hell from Brooklyn. And I just knew what it was. And then I found out what the scenario was that he had to work towards. And I'm like, man, that man tapped into it. And when I say tapped into it, he don't write it down. He don't write this. It's already written. He just does what he does.
It'll be asinine for me to write.
I ain't never seen this man write in his life, and I've heard him rhyme 1,000 times. So watch this.
Me and the universe are in complete and total agreement.
I'm just gonna throw some words out there, and he just gonna do what the heck he do.
Peace, love, and harmony.
And yo, those of y'all that's in the chat, I'm gonna show you how real it is. Is that Waka Flocka? It's funny
right now.
Waka Flocka, because both of them on the vegan grind. For those of you that's writing that. But
they were talking about the homie with the dreads.
Okay, cool. Well, he's in the energy. He's in the loop. But I want y'all in the chat.
Waka vegan too.
Yeah, they hype.
I'm trying to go vegan as well because my pops recently just went vegan. He been like really enlightening me. He also put me up on Dr. Sabi not so long ago too. So it was like he put me on to him, and I just been gaining knowledge, and then I eventually discovered you, Brother Polite.
Just go and know that. Go vegan and know that.
Man, we got film this shit. Go get that.
After this, you gonna want to be vegan.
Hold on, I got the chip.
They slowing down my process.
I know.
Hold on, do all this Hollywood. I go.
Light is Hollywood like a motherfucker. We don't catch this.
Listen.
Yo, listen to what I'm telling you.
Sometimes I don't even let people film me when I go.
Yeah,
because I be too special. It'd be too special.
I'm telling you, you see that excitement?
I got the bandana on for Pop, man.
You see the excitement? That's because y'all in for a treat. Because this man right here raps on $10,000 mics. I've been in the studio looking at these mics. Like, what the hell kind of mic is this shit? You know what I'm saying? And to be privy to be around somebody with that kind of genius, I'm telling you, I respect the art because of people like him. Right. And when you see a man like him, don't write this thing down. What I want y'all to do in the chat too, I want y'all to write words in the chat so y'all can know that he really is freestyling. So I want y'all to write the words in the chat, you know, and then I'm just gonna pick them out at random and let him do what he do. And we gonna keep this thing going, man. This is what we doing on I Am Brother Polite. Tell your friends, share the link, share it. I know it's late. Share that damn link.
I've been sharing for like the past 2 hours or however long we've been on here.
You already know. All right, my brother, put that joint on mute.
For sure.
So feedback. Let me make sure. Let's get it in. broadcast too. I'm glad y'all here. I want y'all to start writing the word that you're thinking about. When that word comes to your head, okay, the first word is onion. Yeah. Don't worry, he's linking it. Onion, hold on, we're gonna bring it back just so we get that momentum.
There's no need. Start over, don't matter. If you're infinite, really starting over anyway. Yo, just what you fuck you for. Yo, rest in peace to the greatest. Every day when I rhyme, it's rest in peace to the haters. I flow like the Euphrates. Niggas ain't seen me lately, I was just doing my greatest. I was running. What was that word that you said?
Onion.
Yeah, running an onion, I had it, I seen it coming. That was crazy, I was jumping, I'm about to get into something. Is it drumming or pumping? I'm about to go. And I don't lose sleep when it's with the flow, cause I just mob deep, I go hard, I go yard. You said Jamaican man and conscious, spooky and pioneer and sign there and reputation. I'm a star, no hesitation in my constellation, lyrical abomination. Why am I selfish? And why you a shellfish? Cause you can get the pearl from this shit, I couldn't help it. I had to do that, never clam up or stand up, I didn't hear you. Donald. He said Donald or Ronald, it don't matter cause you getting Trump, this is the finals. When it come to me, I think it just like the vinyl. Oh, Lionel, Richie, get me, dig me, hold up, kidney is imperative, so you must drink water. Daughter is gonna grow, so the sun like Rob, I'm in Rob, whatever, cause I am fly. I break it down, I am fly, I don't need no alibi. As a matter of fact, when you see my album 5, that was crazy, and my album 5, Illuminati, I grab a shotty, and matter of fact, Illuminati, I said this is a Tupac, so I'm about to go. So where you never ever seen when I melt the flow, they can't help it, those, it's selfish flow, official, I rap lyrical tissue, bring it back, turn it up, I'm burning up, they better understand, for real or learn it up, they said Bronx, that was funny, cause that's where homie said he wanted to meet you, I said run me the fade, when I see you, we gon' bring all our people and beat you, like they did Jesus on the cross, this is crossing, never cross me, I'm in the crosshairs, at the crossroads, they won't cross there, trying to meet my Uncle Charles, that was phone thugs, I'm a lone thug, I tied up cause I'm my own thug, I show love to the homeboys, oh yeah, we was polite with his homeboys, son, run, 1, 2, 3, when you come for me, I come for you, 2, 4, 6, see, I was doing that was a crew, my crew fix the new shit, no Lucifer, but I do kick shit, the morning star, you not on it, I am in awe, whenever you see me and I open these jars, Mississippi dig me, that was too many eyes, I saw righteous, I saw breast milk, and I'm not surprised, I saw orange, I saw inky, minister, my flow is sinister, let me read some more so I can finish the Spartan, sour, I saw unfortunate, that was crazy, cause I was seeing that with a portion when fire was going too fast, they said melanin, oh, DMV, that's where I'm from, where the hell you went, I went to LA, and got a fucking tele, well, the size of my crib, I'm rocking Pele, I said California education, no hesitation, Louisiana, I read this shit and squeeze a hammer, at the same time, Pop gave him orange, that was crazy, cause that fucking word is so boring, Boston, Moorhead, Naga, I see it, Saga, look at me, I am the father of the earth, GMS, oh, I don't drink, so I eat GMOs, look at me and see opposed, see, you know where you first see my flows, bad boy, Moorhead, I am riots, the cherry and fires, they can't stop me, Louisiana, my niggas biased, I got niggas from Baton Rouge, come on, it ain't enough words, it ain't enough words, what's happening, y'all got enough, the internet ain't fast enough, man.
Hey, yo, I got the words right here in front of y'all so y'all can see it.
Yeah, Tupac champion, justice, the way I'm handling ocean. You know what's happening, I am like the ocean. When it comes in, it floats sun, cause it burns everybody and no one. At the same time, I know one, DMX, I ride girls like BMX, you see me, and you see me with your BMX, that might be the next saga. War to the father, Selassie to the Ethiopian empire. I'm too ill, when I come down, I'm riding on 2 wheels. Snakes, they do kill. Side meta, this is the new real. Get me down, sunflower, you see one God, one power, supreme like the Trump Towers. Anunnaki, planet Naribu, we coming back, planet X, and you know it's the finals, the nature, they gon' hate you. I am like the greatest that ever did it to Eve. I'm turned flex, water, daughter, son, wild, Metal Nessa, nobody ever did it better. Nat Town, never back down. When I rap now, Kemet, that's the comedic sound. When the black crown coming from the top, Louisiana, squeeze the hammer, electronica, like Jay, play the harmonica like Clinton. That was crazy, don't worry about it, I'm fixing. They say another fixing, eat it this. They said Emmett Till, and I'm in it still. Crayfish.
Niggas is haters. I am the greatest savior that ever came to do it. I got the flavor, I'm the one like Neo. Matter of fact, they're delusional, trying to see me like CP3. I am handling the rock everywhere that I be. Don't get clipped. That was the thing, cause we was at the front row watching the Clippers do their thing. I'm just rapping from the soul. Chicken used to eat that, but don't know more. Now I'm so wise and I know when I see war. Miley Cyrus try to connect this like Osiris. Yeah, read the old scripts in the papyrus. Getting higher, yeah, scram, scam, virus. I am the nicest. Matter of fact, I flow like the Tigris, yeah. Nat Turner, they try to put me on the back burner. I used to drive a Honda and pack that burner, yeah. That was crazy, that was changed the range like Lil Wayne saying things that was insane. Reeking, they say moon, lunch, then ancestor. I put black around your eyes like Uncle Fester. The Adam family, look at me as I handle these words. It's like a casualty, nobody could even channel me. I had to go to different dimensions like the homie was asking. Every time that I start rapping, my brain waves start mapping other dimensions. Interdimensional, it's always intentional. I'm about to defend you. Words that come up, you said praise the Lord. I think back to that Honda Accord when I did. Now we're driving a Ford, so think about that. It's fast forward. It's so fast they can't even record it. The book the Congo. Matter of fact, I hoop like Rondo. You don't even want no high frequency. You trying to speak to me? How you gonna do that? You sleepily see that I'm speaking these words on these frequencies. King Low straight up is the GOAT. And I'm so nice, if I step on water, I float. Start what you read in the Bible. I am the rival, the highest idol, the numero uno. I'm the sumo. Push your rap niggas, you know I'm the new flow. Used to drink Hypnotic and Nuvo. What's happening?
Yo, he read
what they want to do. I read every word, man.
He read those words, man.
They can't stop me, man.
Get him! Vegan power! Look at that vegan team. Vegan.
Fire.
He bodied that shit. Black flower. Yeah.
Fire.
Fire, man. Come on, man. I can't believe y'all got that this time of night, man.
Look, fire. Look, fire.
Yeah. Hey, review that, man. The reviews are in.
Look.
King Lowe's, dude, this makes sound.
It's going too fast. The comments going too fast now.
But yeah, I just tagged both of y'all in the Instagram post.
And yeah,
come on,
now,
man.
who did that in the conscious community yet? Y'all ain't seen that yet.
Nah.
We brought that energy, man, to the platform, man.
See?
Damn, that was some fire. Yo, Black, I got some bars for you, man. Don't start that. I throw you up in this chat. Don't start that.
You find out you got some bars too.
Man, yo, so we gotta have a bars night. That's all.
Welcome to the bar mitzvah.
Yeah. we're gonna do the bar after hours. That's what we gotta do one day. We gotta do a after 12 midnight bars. And all the homies get in here.
Family love,
yeah, man. That was wild, man. Take this from a man who's, the money signs is real. Take this from a man who heavy in this industry, writing your favorite rapper's music. I mean, that's just one of the things he is he known for. He writes music for your favorite rappers, man. That's what he does. And he taps in.
Because they can't rhyme.
He taps in to their disposition, to their perspective, and he writes it in a way where they would have, that would have been their cadence. He gets into their cadence and he writes it for them. You feel what I'm saying? Separate from what he produces for himself. So imagine how much this man is writing. Because he's not just writing for 2 or 3 people.
Oh, but I don't write it.
And that's another thing. He records him saying it.
It's true.
And man, if we could
I don't write anything down.
Now, if you ever watch this man in a studio session, he'd literally mumble it out and then he makes it into words. Listens to his mumble, puts the words in there, no writing whatsoever.
Revise, edit.
That's wild.
Silent killers and $100 billers.
Is that us?
Yes.
I guess so.
Is it playing back?
Yeah, it is actually.
Is it playing back?
That's some energy shit right there.
That just happened. Let's do this one. Let's do this one real quick. Let's do one more. Let's do this cream real quick.
All right, y'all. Write what you want in the chat, and he's just gonna read it, whatever you write, and he's gonna incorporate it into the rhyme. Y'all know what it is.
Let's go. Yeah. 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 Cash food and chamomile tea. That was like my version of cash food. Okay. Look. Man, I think about Malcolm X. My people on how to help them next. If I gotta melt your set, I'ma kill everything from A to Z. but not including the alphabet. That was different. Let me help him that. Probably set him back a little bit. You know me, I like to kick that witty riddle shit. I like to kick that beginning and the end and let you fill it in the middle shit, just a little bit. When I get to dealing with the shit I'm dealing with, if I touch you, it can fucking heal some shit. This the realest shit. This that gorilla shit that they don't teach you. They don't even know what they dealing with. Cause it's the same shit that got that gorilla hit when it was dealing with the little kid. See, you niggas little kids, and I'm a little big to be fucking around with little kids that I'm only trying to help, but they only want to kill me because they don't really feel me, because they don't know gorillas. Feel me? That was deeper than you know. That's the secret. That's the secret that you know. You can keep it. You my bro. I be keeping it with bro. We ain't bro no more. We used to be bro. Now hit the PO box and make sure you drop dollar bills, y'all. And I'm still tall and I'm real, y'all. Look at me. They was hoping that a nigga will fall, but it don't happen. It don't happen. No, not as long as I'm rapping. As long as I got my man beside me and he captain and we capping anybody in the way. Anybody with anything that they got to say, we gonna see you for real. Cause I'm like who I'm like. I'm like Isaiah Thomas and he like Dr. J. If a nigga want the trouble, then we got the J. We got the me. We got the P and the C, cause my name starts with C, but I'm more like Moses. I part the C, and it's the part that you should see. You shouldn't even miss this. This is better than Christmas, I swear. Ain't nobody ever living this gifted. This is ridiculous. This is, I ain't even looking at the shit that you done listed for real. I'm just kicking it for real. I'm chilling. I do this when we chill. This how we kick it for real. You can kick it for real. I kick it with for real. They call for real. I be with for real. I got songs that's written that well for real, and I don't write cause I get it from the well for real. It's in my mind. I got it water, it is divine. No, I had to climb up to get it. It was a vine from the heavens to earth, cause the heavens in your mind. If you don't elevate your mind, you can't shine. Pioneer, I'm real. I still elevate my epithesis with epiphanies. What could you ever say? Look at me, my girlfriend went from eating an IHOP to Tiffany's. Champagne, campaign, elect me to be president. It's evident I do the damn thing. I bring the damn rain, and look at me for real. It's the damn train that you should hop on. Cause it's the only game that you could ball like the NBA, but we don't flop on. This is the movie. Go get your popcorn, and we popcorns if they talk like they want to get locked on. Lyrical pit bull with lockjaw. Who is y'all? You not us, we not y'all. Yeah. Eyeball, and I don't roll my eyeballs. Eyelid like pilots. I'm high. I'm over the way I ball, over the ball like eyelids. Yeah, this is that high shit, and I ain't even smoked today. I just like this. Cash rules everything around me. You might ask this nigga Paul Dan where he found me. He found me chilling with the family. I remember I used to drive a Camry. Now a nigga get into the Skrilla. I said they hate me because I'm a gorilla. And make all these niggas fucking run. It's something about it that's fun. Woo! And I'm feeling like LL. You might take 2 L's. This the shit that I do well. I'm the shit, but with like new smells. You know, I'm that suit jacket with the satin lapel. And I'm cashing the check just like Chappelle. I'm moving out of the country because the economy fell. I'm building back in Africa. I got more bars than Attica. I am a classic rapper, the plastic around the CD. Cause I know how to package it well, so have your package together when you see me. In a COD. Cash on delivery, my delivery vividly breaks it down. You're digging me, if you're not digging me, you better dig up the fossils and do the history, do the mysteries. I guess these niggas missing me, yeah. But we probably somewhere in Sicily. Insistent we do what we do. If it's me and Poe is with me, he assisting me. Yeah, cause it's a system beat, and that's serious. System beat, serious. 2 stars, don't be curious, delirious. I do my doggone thing. Woo. Look at the way I king, yeah. I king, I mean this one eye, I mean my eye clean, yeah. No fluoride, but fluoride. No fluoride, but do it in Florida where you pros die. Yeah, I'm a pro, and when the pro out, ain't gotta be a show on for me to show out. Or even show off, cause I just show on. Go on and go on. You kick that, so on and so on. I have to stitch that, so on and so on, and fix that. Okay, no need for chit chat. Break you off a piece, that's a Kit Kat. I'm a big dog, you a Kit Kat. Sit back, just watch how I attack the flow. It's intact like I'm putting up a visual board. Get it visual, and your visual's bored, but I'm intact like I'm tacking up a visual board. Okay, I'm way ahead of myself, yeah. But Aries, I'm ahead of myself, yeah. That was deep, that's the constellation. You would be the shit, but you more like constipation. You think about it. I remember when I was cleansing, niggas couldn't clean up the lens, then I seen everything so clear. It's no fear, yeah. It's more like no clear or nuclear. Whatever you say, you scared, you teared down the middle, you teared like an Indian on the reserve. I reserve the right to realize that I didn't come here in a boat. My people was here indigenous to this land. No, I don't have to do what I already spoke. I cleared my throat and cleared my soul. I cleared my health and cleared my mind. I have clear control. This is crazy. This is not even legal. I shouldn't even be speaking to people who think so evil. I used to drive a Regal with bad tents and rock Siegel. Now I just do what I want, like it's still not legal. And it's legal now, and I am talking to my people now. Yeah, I came up in an evil town where I used to tote the evil around. Like Mike Vick, I kick that type shit, that hype shit. Ooh, do the right thing, that's that spike shit. And I do wear spike shoes at nights, bitch, at the game. And I'm front row, and I'm court side. The wood in my porch is like court side. Yeah, and I caught my vibe a long time ago, but you couldn't afford my freestyle. So I gave it free, but not free of style. They don't even see me, how? Could you see me, how? I mean, you don't see me, wow, reverse that, see me, wow. Wow was the same thing, flip it upside down and it's mine. How could you not understand your mind? My mom's mind is mine, cause I know my mom needs mine. So whatever my mom has is mine, it's hers and mine. So her mind is mine, don't mind my business, you not my kind. You're not kind to my kind, you're not my kind. My kind came to shine. We didn't shine cause we was too kind. That's how we got it changed the first time. You need to change your mind or wake up feeling all fucking bad about what's happening. That's your fault and now you mad. Nigga, this ain't our country. Let's go back to where we came from. They don't even want you to wear your chain or your gun, but they want to chain you up and put a gun to your brain and bang you up and hang you up to dry. Literally. Let me take it back. We back in Italy. We buying fashion. We made fashion. We not from this planet. We just crashed in. Understand for real, I'm just passing like a comet. So leave it right there in the comments. It's cool. Whatever you say was comic cool. Or you're like a comic. Cool. You're kind of cool.
Let's get it, man. So y'all got
sports. No. Fuck that. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Polite. Let me speak. Take this clip off and sell it, bro. The bullshit that people are buying in stores, bro. That's bullshit, bro. You don't even know how special this is, bro. And I hope everybody that's on this screen now.
I'm with you, dog.
That was special, man. Yo, people need to be paying for that shit, man. That's what's up, man. That's crazy, man. Yo, that was, man. People don't even understand, man.
Hey, Shot, who's it? What's his name? Shook Ray.
How's it going, man?
What's
How's
up,
it going, man?
You just smiling, man. I see you just smiling.
Yeah. I was just sitting back, relaxing. I just had a quick question for Polite. Sorry to
talk to him.
Cool the mood. Yeah, and then I also wanted to know your guys' views too as well.
Ask him a $5.
I also wanted to know his. So I just had a quick question related to I'm a junior at UC Berkeley, CS student. I just want to quick question related to what your views on sorry, the screen's over here, but what your views on relating to sort of the role Black people have in Silicon Valley and what they can do in the future.
Send me a message through Facebook, Brother Polite, and I'll make sure when I do the next stream, you can pick it up straight from your question, because I want to ride the wave of what the brother was doing, because they writing GOAT in the chat and shit. And, you know, I had my hours. This is his time. He did what he did. I gotta humble out. What he just did was amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
When he did my part, he did his. I gotta make sure we close out with that energy. You feel me? Otherwise, recycling. He gonna have freestyling. I'm gonna go in teaching. He gonna be dropping his bars and drop my bars. We ain't never gonna get out of here. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
Families, man.
hit me up. But I'm glad y'all enjoyed. Sister Melanin Sutek, how you felt about that?
Oh, it was definitely fire. So I'm just sitting here and absorbing, you know, the information.
Pills, I don't know, sick. You got pills in there for being sick.
All this is recorded, right?
All of this is going to
I
be
need
up.
you to send me the joint too, and I need the joint from the studio. No,
yeah, I got
that
you.
was a special thing. I need that.
Got you.
I don't usually watch myself and like myself. That was crazy. Yeah, I hate watching myself.
I got you. I'm gonna bring you that.
You're gonna be in love with that one. I'm sorry, I need to stop chiming in. My bad.
Slick shit in this one right here, man.
Okay.
Off the top of his head, he said some real slick shit.
It's just the essence of this makes people want to keep coming back. Turn it off.
Damn.
I need it all though.
You need it all.
I need it all. But like,
Yeah, y'all. So
on there, it just
man, y'all all
be on there.
just unmute your mics and let's just set it off and see what it is. We're gonna close out with that. Everybody just unmute your mics. Just make sure that your computers is on mute.
Yo, that shit was crazy, man.
I got a baby.
That shit was
bananas.
I got
Just
a
saying,
baby.
what's up?
Who that?
I don't know.
Yo, what up?
King Rich, man.
Good.
Brothers is
Could anyone hear me?
I want to say what's up to all the brothers that I see y'all, and I do see a female on here. I just want to say what's up to all y'all, man. It was cool sharing this moment with all of y'all. Even though we across different states and everything, we know we was able to share a special moment, get to learn from one another. So it's all cool that we all look for consciousness. So I respect y'all.
Yo,
likewise, man.
And I appreciate y'all. I gotta close out. Oh, this is
from London. From London, yeah. From London. Yo, from London.
London, what's up, man? How you feel about his
Yeah, sorry about the little background, man. This is not my bed, man. This is my brother's bed, innit? So, his wife's bed, innit?
Like you had a baby.
What's up, bro?
Yeah, I know. It's not mine. It's not mine. It's not mine. It don't belong to me. This is my brother's house. Yeah, man. Hey, guess what? Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I got a job, recently, yeah? You know, like,
what you think about King Los, bro? What you think about that?
Oh, man. Amazing, man. Like, underrated, man. Underrated.
Yeah, we try to, it's impossible to overrate someone that's in the category by themselves.
No, it's underrated. Like, it's not, like, you know, like, I mean, I saw him on the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
Nah, you want it. But listen, I gotta get out of here. We rocked this stream for I don't know how long.
We've been on this joint for a minute.
You got what it takes to
2 hours.
the stream right.
What you mean 2 hours?
2 hours, more than 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. You started at 6.
Almost 4 hours. Yo, y'all got the juice.
Remind King
so much, and I like it. I don't even realize the time.
Remind King Los to please send me the vegan information on Instagram.
Hey, yo,
and Polite.
The vegan information on Instagram.
And I mean, also from you, whatever knowledge I can get, and you know, Polite. I did send you a message on Facebook. I just want to make sure
that was hot.
Yeah,
hey,
for sure. But I appreciate that.
I'm gonna see y'all later. As you notice, I'm streaming more often. The energy is mad dope. We're gonna keep getting this going. I'm glad y'all be here every hour. I just like giving back like this, man, because it's like we may not feel like enough of us is around each other, but we use this at the right way. We all together right now.
Yeah, it's like with me, I got class at 8 in the morning, so like I could be asleep right now, but I'm on here with you, you know what I'm saying?
Man, what you telling, man? We all got our obligations.
We gotta learn how to say
shit. The spirit.
Yeah. We gotta learn how to say peace, family. I'm out.
The spirit. I just got the spirit, y'all. I'm about to do the chicken. Like,
I can say bye to Carol. We all say bye, right? Say bye, Carol.
And now it's time to That's it. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
Yeah, I just bro, Polite. I sent you a message on Facebook and Instagram.